I am just setting up all my panels and stuff. Or not my panels, my titles. Give me a quick second. Are you using your mouse? I am using my mouse at the moment. Here. There we go. I did get sent gameplay footage, I believe, but I need to find out where they sent it to because I can't find the email. I couldn't find it yesterday. Is there any message we need to pen? There's a chat bot going around. Or maybe it's exclamation point marathon. Does that work? I think you Wumbo for the 45 months, and also thank you Holly Rose for the 5 gifted. Appreciate it. And also thank you for the 2 months in total. Are you gonna play the game today? Only reaction is a reaction today. Oh my god, dude. And I will say I do have 10 codes for the game to basically like give out during the stream. So I'll probably be giving them out during the reveal or afterwards. We will see. What is Marathon? It is Bungie's newest game. It's an extraction shooter. In 10 minutes. Yeah, like if you're unfamiliar with like extraction shooters, there's like, for an example, like Tarkov is an extraction shooter. I think Call of Duty had DMZ. Oh, Call of Duty had DMZ. Oh,
go ahead and show you some Marathon gameplay live here from Bungie HQ, but we actually have the distinct privilege of being joined by a pretty solid contingent of the Marathon development team in-house. So in addition to some of the folks we're going to be talking to on stage here in just a little bit,
for the
we want
Prime.
to take the
Appreciate
opportunity to get to introduce you to just a few of them here before we kicked off the show. Now, first things first, someone who's been here at Bungie for a little bit and someone who has also agreed we're going to do it on film and make sure that everyone knows that you've agreed to take me on a run at some point. But Kevin Yanis, Senior Design Lead here at Bungie, how's it going?
It's going great. I'm really excited for this truly momentous day.
It's going to be a lot of fun. What about today's show?
This is the reveal for today.
Yeah, honestly, I'm really excited for the team.
I got
for everyone to see the team's work on the runners. We've been developing these gameplay fantasies. And
so I got sent my own gameplay footage somewhere. Really I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it.
And you know, Bungie games have this immaculate
message.
This great gunplay. This Marathon, we're adding tech shooter elements to it. To really increase that depth and mastery that people expect from our games. So I'm excited to see how everyone reacts to that.
Yeah, now we're going to get to see a lot of that soon, but we're also going to get to see you mention you get to work on the runners.
Thank you.
Just a little bit without spoiling what's on the show.
Keiko Natsumi for the 2 months, and thank you Tony Howard for the Prime. Appreciate it.
Fantasies and gameplay identities.
Not sure if it's free or you must buy it.
I don't understanding how their team compositions are going to look.
I don't know if I don't know if it's public information.
As we go right on down the line, we're also joined by Senior Engineering Lead here at Bungie, Mr. Sean Chan. Sean, how's it going, man?
Hi, I'm great.
Because I have the answer. I just don't know if I'm allowed to say it.
For folks out there that may not know
thank you,
what
Mr. Blue Man. Thank you for the 5 gifted.
What do you do here at Bungie?
Mr. Quiet here.
I make sure everything works. So like, if something doesn't work, Kevin comes and calls me. Right? This doesn't work. Come call me.
What is Marathon? I mean, you will see.
I mean, it's a huge undertaking. Obviously, here working in video games, it's such an intersection between art and science. Anything particular today that you're really excited for people to see?
We have a lot of cool tech that people haven't seen yet, like stuff that can happen.
Leak it? I can't. I'm under NDA.
This will be the first time they see it.
I think
I'm really nervous, and I hope everything works well.
For the 6
Being
months.
nervous means you're both excited but want it to go well, so that's a good thing.
Yes?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Sean, thank you for being here today, man, too. We really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, we can.
And of course, as we go on down the line, we're also joined by Marathon's narrative director, Julia Narden. Julia, how you doing?
Really excited, Andy.
Today, we're obviously going to get a lot to show, or get to show off a lot rather today here in just a little bit. But what are you most excited for people to see?
Oh man. So as you know, we've been treating this as both a reimagining of and a direct successor to the original trilogy, which means we've been taking that really rich, textured world building from the original games and using it as sort of a sacred foundation that we want to continue building on.
1 second.
Finally, we get to share some of that with our community today.
It's very exciting, and selfishly, as someone who grew up playing the original trilogy with his dad, it's been so much fun getting to talk story with you. Can't wait for everyone to get to see. Anything in particular, anything else that you're excited for people to get to dig into as they learn more about Marathon? We've unleashed a little bit with the ARG and everything, but any thoughts so far?
You
If
set
I
it up
said
already.
it, I'd get in trouble. So I think I want to keep it
There
a
you go.
surprise.
You did it,
Fair
Kaide.
question. All right, well, we got a big show coming up. Thank you, Julia, for being here. Thank you all, too, for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate it a ton.
Give me a quick second. Sorry,
All right,
I
we
know you
are
can't see at the
in
moment.
final prep now, everyone. So we'll be back in just a little bit on the other side with some marathon gameplay. Don't go away.
Okay. They were just doing like a Q&A thing right there. Okay, 6 minutes. 6 minutes until the gameplay reveal, chat. Let's see. Okay. They said they sent it from a Bungie email, so I'm quickly checking to see if yeah, let me call Kaide. Hello. All right, let me get a push to talk active right here. Caps lock. Phew. Okay. I'm checking to see if I did get some of the gameplay footage, so then I can show it on stream. But oh wait. Oh wait, I did get it. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, I do have it, chat. Oh my god. It's 30 gigabytes of footage. Oh shit. I didn't realize it was sent to me. Okay, it's gonna take 12 minutes. Okay, well we'll look at my gameplay footage of the game afterwards. But we will be just watching the reveal still. I'll show the gameplay footage afterwards. Because I played how long do we do the we had like 4 hours of recording, so I could show kind of like how the game looks, like the pacing of it and stuff. My NDA lifts at 11, so that's what is it? So it's 9:55 right now, so like a bit over an hour. Then my NDA lifts, and I can talk all about the game and stuff. Like I can literally like fully talk about the game. I would have done like a proper vlog and or video for Marathon, but it was a very like confidential thing where they didn't want to like get anything leaked. So if there's another playtest like another time or something like that, then I probably could. But yeah, this one was under like a hard NDA. Just give a number on a scale of 1 to 10. I mean, because like the version of the game that I played it's like an early alpha. It's like a closed alpha meant for just like developers at the moment. So it's not even beta yet. But I think the game was already in a really like refined state for what it is. But it could use some finer tweaks and adjustments to make it more what is it called? Yeah, to make it like more like perfected, I'd say. Happy Chicken, thank you for the prime, appreciate it. And also thank you, Kaylin Height for the tier 1. What time is the send watch
We
party?
should invite Drew.
Yeah.
But I thought Drew was supposed to add me back on Discord and then wait. I need to find him real quick.
Okay. You can just make a group chat and then I'll join it.
Yeah, I know, but I need to find it.
Have you played a lot of other extraction games? Not
Okay,
really.
so-
I haven't played that many, so like I was
It should be good.
I was a noob for like the first few rounds I played the game. But then after a bit, like I pick up stuff pretty fast, and I got a lot better. I got a lot better.
Wait, Ty, do you mind Sorry, my brain. It's a little bit early. It's 10 a.m. Why am I saying early?
Oh, I want to see my my download percentage at what is my download percentage at right now for the thing? That's a
When can we play it, by the way?
there is like an alpha, but I don't think people are allowed to record or like stream it. I'm not too sure though. But do you have the codes that
Yes.
they gave you to like give out to your chat?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you, Bexito for the tier 1, and thank you, Spectre Kilo for the tier 1 as well. And thank you, TenZ, thank you for the gifted. Appreciate it. Rusty, appreciate the 3 months as well. Holy heck. Appreciate everyone. Yeah, it's in the alpha stage. When's the beta coming? I can't say. I don't want to say anything until my embargo lifts, chat. Oh. There's a thing happening right now.
Wait, Drew is calling us.
One second. Where? I didn't get invited to any. Oh, there it is. Hello.
Oh, Drew, I also invited you to the thing. Or like, if you knock on one of our streams, we can just like have it all combined.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, I thought I saw the pop up, and I was like,
Did you accept it, or do you want me to send it again?
I'm joining now.
Okay, perfect.
What's happening? I just got here. It's gonna be the reveal for Marathon in like 30 seconds here. By the way, when I was in Seattle, the team that I was playing with was Kaide. Wait, no, I can't say anything. I can't say anything, because then I might pull out the team size. IGN Speedy, thank you for the tier 1. Hold up.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
It's kind of hype.
Oh my god. Do you think it's the same thing that we got shown previously?
I hope so.
I mean, like, yeah, we'll see.
Oh, this is huge for them though.
All right, everyone.
Flash, appreciate the tier 1.
Hello and welcome back to Bungie HQ here in beautiful Washington, where we're coming to you live with the opportunity to share a little bit of marathon gameplay with you for the very first time. My name's Andy. I work on the social media team here, and we've got an awesome show lined up for you with a little surprise at the end that you're going to want to stick around to. So make sure to go ahead and not tune out.
It was actually really nice. I was able to talk a lot to the Bungie devs when I was visiting Seattle though. Like I went to like dinner afterwards with like a few of them. So
first things first,
I was able to like learn a lot. It's really cool.
Marathon's game director, Mr. Joe Ziegler. Joe, how you doing?
Oh yeah.
I'm doing great.
By the way,
very much.
chat, do you know who that is?
Super excited to
on the left?
finally show something about our game, you know? We've been a little bit silent for a while, but we're hoping you'll have a lot of fun today.
Do you know who that is on the
Another video
left?
In addition to one of just you in your office hanging out.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
it'll be nice.
I won't be talking for like 20 minutes straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for anyone out there that
That's
may not know you
that's
or
like
what you do here, can you
the
tell us just a little bit
former
about
game
yourself?
director of
I work
Valorant
with a
right there on the
lot of
left.
Amazing people, some of the people on this stage, a lot of people who are sort of in the audience here today. My goal is ultimately to take sort of all the ideas that we have, bring them together into
He
a
was
singular
with
experience and
Valorant
deliver that experience as a
until
single
like
thread, so.
2021 or something.
Thank you very much for being here today, man. And
Thank you.
So-
yeah, absolutely. Thank you. As we go on down the line, we're also joined by a man who's been instrumental in bringing the worlds of both games and film to life.
All I'm
Franchise
saying
art
is
director,
he was there
Mr. Joe
during the
Cross.
good years of
Joe,
Valorant.
Joe, for anyone, obviously you've got some fans here, but for anyone out there in the audience at home that may not know you or doesn't get a chance to work with you, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yeah, so I'm Joe Cross. I'm franchise art director of Marathon. And, my job is to sort of set the tone
Thank you so
and
much.
the vision, the visual style of this reimagining
I'm trying
this
to,
IP and this amazing game. And then, make sure that our world-class art team
Pause the
is set up
ads because
for
I actually want to make
success.
sure none get run when people are watching here.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for everything. We're going to have a lot to dig into today, so thank you for being here as well.
Thank you.
As we go right on down the line, we have, without a doubt, the most important Andrew on this stage here today.
Can you turn up the volume?
Our gameplay director, Mr.
I'll turn it
Andrew
up all the
Witz.
way.
How's it going, Witz? Witz, for anyone out there
thank you
that
for all
may
the
be
subs,
just meeting you
everyone.
for the first time, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Here, I'll go into watch
Andrew
party
Witz,
mode.
I'm the
So you
gameplay
can
director.
you can see a little bit better.
Basically means is I had to work with a bunch of awesome people to set up what the sandbox, the survival sandbox of Marathon is going to be. So that's runners, weapons and equipment, and the combatants, the UESC, they're going to be hunting players on Tau Ceti. So yeah, what up to the gameplay team? Thank you all for all your work.
Appreciate Mick
And
Filthy,
of course,
appreciate the tier
last
one.
but exceptionally
Thank
not
you.
least, someone who you've probably seen in Bungie Vidocs in the past, and someone who's been able to help guide design here at Bungie
Are you
since
watching
Halo
anything about
3.
what this marathon
the one,
is?
the only Mr.
You will
Senior
see.
Design Lead here, rather the one.
They're
the
me
only
showing
Mr.
a gameplay
Lars
trailer.
Bakken.
D Money, thank you for the prime.
The
Appreciate
real
it.
OG.
Will there be alpha codes or something? Yes,
Thank
there's
you.
alpha codes.
Thank
I
you.
have 10 codes I
Lars,
can
we're
give out
back.
to chat.
You could say Marathon's back.
You could.
I'm actually
I'll
so
leave that
excited.
to you, though. Well, for anyone out there in
Same.
the audience who may not
pretty
get that
hyped.
reference and is just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us just a little
just
bit
wanna
about
speak.
yourself and what you do here?
Yeah, my name is Lars Bakken. I'm a senior
I'm like
design
scared to
lead
say
on
anything
the
or
Run team.
overshare.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Run team.
I know,
everyone that's
right?
out
I just
there
like
right
haven't
now.
really been saying anything.
Yeah.
A lot of fans out there.
I'm like trying to like retract
So
stuff
the
that
Run
I'm
team
saying.
is
Like, because
consisting
I'll like
of
go on a
we make the
tangent and I'll be like,
maps
oh
of the
wait, no, I
zones
can't say
that
too
you're
much.
going into. We make the activities, so we take some of the cool stuff that Andrew's team, we remix it, we add the UESC in, we make them real difficult on purpose. And then we also have the contracts team, which are the factions, the corporations
Is it a
that players
Steam
are sort
code?
of doing deals with because they're mercenaries.
I don't
and
know.
so-
It's not
and
a
that
it's not a
gets
Steam
little
code. I
bit
don't
down
think.
into sort of the
I think it's
missions and
a
everything, and so
for the
that's-
for the
yeah, that's the stuff
alpha.
I
It's like a Bungie
hopefully
code.
make everyone proud with.
Well, we'll get into that here very shortly, but no, thank you all for starters all for being here.
I turned up the stream
before
all
we
the
get
way
started as well,
to the
quick
max.
reminder, do yourself a favor, make sure you've got your Bungie and your Twitch account linked to make sure you don't miss out on the Twitch drop that's going on right now. And if you also go ahead and subscribe to any channel in the Marathon directory, you can get a special little cat badge next to your name to go ahead and show everyone that you were here today.
Oh,
So
shit,
go
what?
out
Wait,
there,
really?
Find a streamer you haven't found before and make sure and drop a sub out there and share the love. And also, if you have
Wait, if you
dropped your
subbed
sub
it-
here on Marathon the Game, worry not, that money all
Wait, you
goes
get
to
a
the Bungie
cat?
Foundation.
Oh,
thank
shit,
for
you have the
helping us
cats.
help
I see
do some
them.
good out there.
Wait, all the cats.
And now we
thank
have a
you,
big show
Logged in
again
for
lined
the
up.
Prime
We've got
Climber. Oh
some
my gosh.
gameplay on the way
Climber,
coming up very
appreciate
shortly.
tier one.
We had a
You're
chance to go ahead and work with some creators
Sad,
in the press very recently, and we're going to show you what they thought of the game.
Thank you for the
And
prime.
Of course, again.
Wait, I didn't
I'll
realize you
repeat
have a
myself,
fuck-
but we've got
a
something
cat
really great for you
emote.
at the end of the show, so make sure and stick around. But
Appreciate
again,
so much,
the purpose
everyone.
of today is to show off some gameplay.
How do you get it? You
Absolutely.
just subscribe to any channel that's watch
Yeah,
partying
so before
marathon.
we
I
get
think.
started,
I
obviously
think that's what they
there's a lot
said.
to talk about today.
That's pretty rad. It is pretty
we
rad.
have a little bit of a taste to show you about what our game is about, just to
Oh.
kick us off, so we can put some images to what we've been talking about here. So let's take a look.
Oh my god. Wait, it's happening. It's happening. This is the thing I saw. This is the thing I saw. Yep. Bro, I can't. I don't want to like speak and leak and break my NDA, but like, I would just love to talk about how the gunplay feels, but I can't, unfortunately.
The yap. I want to yap.
Yeah.
I know,
I want
right?
to talk so bad. Oh my god.
Things.
Oh my god.
The dream is not over. My dream. Yours. Now. Run.
Yeah, this is the one that we saw though. Bro, I remember when I saw this shit. The aesthetic is so cool. I can't speak. I can't. All I'm gonna say is the game's lore is fucking fire. And if you okay, I will say as well, because oh, there it is. There's the release date. So you can see the release date right there. But as you can see, like with the art style, you'll notice it's very like low poly, high fidelity kind of style where there's a, bro, the game is so visually clear because of that.
In addition to that,
can I
just
speak?
later this month,
And like for
on-
me,
on
like
April
bro, I always
23rd, we're
crank
gonna
the
be running
graphics
a
down to
closed
the
alpha
lowest to
test
get like the best
that you
visual
can be a
clarity
part of.
possible.
That was a quick
But like
heads up,
that
this is gonna
comes
be
like
focused on North America, 18
preset
plus
in the
only.
game.
So there's going to be a big chance to play up front, but don't worry, there's going to be other opportunities to play later. So to make sure you're caught up with all the details and you're ready to go, do yourself a favor, head over to our Discord at discord.gg/marathonthegame. And of course, if you're here in Twitch chat with us today, then you've already done yourself a big favor. Members of our community and moderation teams are going to be going out and looking for folks to
I was
drop codes
told
to as well to make
that
sure that
I
you
can
get priority
show
access
my own
when the alpha
gameplay
kicks off.
footage
So go ahead
that
and keep an eye out
I
on your
recorded
inbox.
on my
There's
POV.
no exclamation point drops or anything you need to do.
I just have to
I'm
be a
sure
little bit
folks will do
careful not to
anyway.
like leak anything.
But worry not,
but,
you've gone ahead and done yourself a favor
I
by
can show
being here
gameplay
today.
footage.
But let's get into it. What did we just see?
A lot of death, you know, is first what we all saw. But honestly, you saw a first glimpse of some of what's going on in Marathon, you know, our extraction shooter that we're creating over
My
here.
NDA ends in 52
it's
minutes.
got a little bit of everything. It's got
And then
some runners
you can
in
ask
there.
me anything.
It's got some weapons in there.
For the most part.
It's got some crazy stuff happening, but yeah.
Yeah, a little taste of the weapons
Wait,
in
hold
there.
on.
You saw some alternate weapon actions. The flip scope is in there, so weapons are going to do more than just shoot. Obviously, it's a Bungie game. We got to like really push things. Yeah, a lot of runner abilities are in there as well. The UESC, obviously, a little taste of the UESC and what they're capable of. Yeah, a lot of awesome stuff.
And some fun world interactions too. Like there's that sequence.
Did you
where
like
the
it? I
shutters
loved
go
it.
down and then everything goes
I
wrong
was
for the
fucking
team that's in
upset
that room.
when
But
the playtest
that's-
ended.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see those things.
Yeah, everything goes wrong in the Andy Salisbury story. Mr. Ziegler, so why are we making Marathon? Why is Bungie going into the extraction shooter space?
I mean, extraction shooters like are something that are passion of all of ours. Like we really like the idea of like bringing this experience that we've all enjoyed, which is this kind of intense survival-based experience where you are frequently unsure of what's going to happen next, but you're on that adventurous ride of it. You know, it's like, we talk about it sort of like it's a horror story that's kind of unfolding before you, and testing yourself to see if you can survive it. And we really wanted to take that and sort of, I don't know, bring a lot more people into it. When you love something, you really kind of
Not really same as COD though.
You know, attract others to it, and so you can have a bigger party with it. And so, yeah, we've been doing a lot of work to make that happen.
Yeah, no, it shows. And you know, Lars, obviously, Bungie's got a long history of shooters, but this is a new type altogether for us to dive into. From your side, what's it been like designing for all of this?
It's been fantastic. So when I started at Bungie, it was on the multiplayer team. And I am a competitive person in my nature.
Bro, it's trying so hard not to
I
speak.
really
Bro,
enjoy PvP.
I can't break my NDA. It's really
so
fucking hard.
Having to
What
take
kind of codes
that
are we
in
talking
the
about?
Marathon
Codes that I can give away to chat.
and think about every single
So
angle of every design,
10 lucky chatters
knowing that there
will just be like
human beings
auto invited
in,
to
around and on the other side of it
to
is
the
just been
playtest.
fascinating
To play
and
test the
really
game.
exhilarating for myself personally, and I also know for the team.
Yeah,
Really
so
exciting to
I
see.
have some
And,
I
you
have
know,
some
obviously,
codes to
you
give
mentioned
out.
We saw a lot. We saw some runners. Mr. Witz, can you do me a favor and help introduce these 4 runners that are going to be available when the closed alpha test begins?
Yeah, for sure. We'll have 6 runners at launch, but we're focusing on the core 4 here they're going to be in the alpha. So going left to right, we have Locust. Locust is our soldier kind of fantasy,
Chat, by
our
the way,
soldier kit, all about push forward.
Try to
gameplay,
guess out
right?
of the
first one
the
in,
4
try and get
runners
as
I
many
hear. Which one do you
picks
think
as
I played?
Oh my
possible,
God.
right,
Try
against
to guess
either
which
the
one I played.
USC
I
or
want to
the
see if chat
players.
knows me.
Next, we have Blackbird. It's very reconnaissance-based kit.
There's one character
all
that I
about,
touched
like,
and
figuring out
didn't
where
touch anyone
players
else.
and enemies are in general and punishing poor positioning. Glitch is like our agile disruptor kind
placed
of
these
kit, all
images
about
well.
pushing
they
forward.
did.
The
disrupting
goats are
teams and what
together
they're
and
doing
then-
in
Okay, well
the
he's explaining the character. So
Void is our stealth boy, our sneaky boy, all about
So-
throwing down smokes.
I was
going a full active
I was
camo
playing
cloak,
Glitch. That's the
in
only
the darkness,
character
getting some
that was
reses, and
the
then,
like the
taking
only
some
runner that I was
rest,
playing,
so, yeah, this
and
is our core 4.
bro, I was running it down.
A lot of different play styles to choose from out of the gate.
Absolutely.
And even
very,
furthermore,
very
Joe Cross,
agile.
Also, if
Oh,
anyone's
I-
not
Very
I said I played
agile
Blackbird.
and very fun.
Oh yeah? Okay, I
you've
played
been
Void.
Sharing support with these runners pretty recently out there on Twitter with everyone. You know, before the show, we were talking a little bit, and I've heard this come up a lot, but you know, you guys have been working off of this concept of graphic realism. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and what that means for the design here?
Yeah, it's one of our ingredients that
that
we've
shouldn't
sort
have
of
even been a
conjured up
question
to
for my
help
chat,
us
though.
define the visual world.
That was a shallow question.
For these runners, you know, the first thing we wanted to make sure
Do you
was
think
their
they're gonna
visual
show that
fantasy
like
reflected the
cinematic thing we
gameplay
saw?
fantasy,
I hope they do.
well.
Dude, that thing was insane.
It was
and then
so
we sort of
good.
have our you know,
I
unique
hope they show-
recipe
That was
of
crazy.
influences
I hope
and
they show a
inspirations
cinematic
of the
thing that we
reimagining of
saw.
this world.
Oh, I don't know.
And one of those sort of
Doesn't as good as
constraints
mine.
we've created is this idea of graphic realism, where we kind of reduce the amount of geometry, we limit our materials, we use a lot of graphic design and color. and we sort of use it as a tool to onboard artists who are working on the project. And then it doesn't hurt to have
yeah, dude. The art direction in this game is like
cranking this stuff
it's
out.
something I haven't really like.
That's sort of the
seen.
origin of a lot of these designs.
And obviously the world of Marathon has so
Move
much
camera?
legacy.
Oh yeah, I can
to it as
move.
well.
You want to move over to the left
playing it, I
shot
know
or
well
top right
myself.
better?
But like, what's it been like stepping into this world?
It's amazing. Yeah, for art geeks out there, the sort of the father of the Marathon visual world in a lot of ways.
Dude,
is this
my
guy,
thing is
Craig Mullins,
perfectly
who you see
blocking
art represented on the
the
left.
camera.
Started out as a fan, then got incorporated into the IP officially by Bungie, and so his legacy looms super large.
Here, like that. That works.
And we've always tried to, pay attention, pay homage, make sure we were doing justice. And you can see here in the center, this is kind of a proto runner we developed early in the process to make sure that our sort of approach to graphic realism and style.
You have one of those unique Discord invite links, Mike. There's
on the right here,
what is it
sort
called?
of an evolution into one
There's
of our
a command
actual
going
runners
out like
here,
every so often.
Blackbird,
I don't know
with
if
a
it's
similar
exclamation point
fantasy,
marathon or if it's on a chat timer, but there is a
composition.
command
So
going
I
around
think
from
it's working out
Nightbot
well,
that
and
like
I think
has a
we're
link for it,
doing
but also,
also
I
sort
have
of
it
looking
on my
back.
Twitch panel.
It's like a
This shit's pretty
three-panel
cool.
study on how to
I don't know
hold
if you
the
guys have
spine,
seen
right?
anything on like the
It's really
original,
good.
like
That's really
super
awesome.
duper old. But I watched like a
Spine.
couple video, like
I don't know.
story
It
videos
could
and like
be.
lore videos on the original.
Didn't you play like the alpha
Well, that said,
before the
if
one that we
anyone out
played
there in
at?
Twitch chat as well has any questions, go ahead and drop them in.
Oh,
We're going to
yeah,
try and
I mean,
answer
for
as
the-
many as
Oh,
we
okay.
can. We're going to be showing again a
Previous
lot of stuff
builds,
today.
yeah.
So if you've got anything that comes to mind, please feel free to throw it in there. Folks on the community team are going to be keeping an eye out. But we've obviously got a chance to go ahead and dive a little deeper. We've done some telling. Let's go ahead and do some more showing by taking a bit of a deeper dive into some more Marathon gameplay.
Let's do it.
Oh, there you go. They're gonna show some gameplay. I'll show some of my gameplay as well too.
You like gameplay?
Oh, I don't know if I saw this. I don't think I saw this.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter set around the mysterious and cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4. You
There you
are
go.
a runner.
It's
a
explaining it.
cybernetic
This one
mercenary
explains it.
Who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats, capable of both tactical and fast-paced combat. Here you'll fight in a crew of up to 3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest. You'll face rival runners in zones of up to 18 players, countless security forces, and otherworldly threats. To scavenge the remains of a lost colony for glory and fortune. The environments of Tau Ceti 4
This HUD
are
right-
filled with weapons,
this HUD right here
materials, and
basically
equipment
looks
you
like-
can scavenge throughout the map.
The one that we played.
Before deploying,
Am I allowed to say
you'll
that?
strategically build your loadout and select a runner
Hold
to
on.
ensure you're equipped for the run ahead. Your objective is simple. Get in, gather as much loot as you can.
Too late? Yeah, too late now.
Make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs. Survive, and your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill the vault.
Alright. Embargo lifts in
Death is
40-something
inevitable.
minutes.
But it's never the end. Think quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents. And in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top. And even if you're down on your luck, factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can
Damn,
get
that
right
ability
back
there
into
looks
the
pretty
fight.
good.
Yeah, that ability looks kind of nice, no?
Best-in-class
Pretty good,
first-person
huh?
multiplayer action to the forefront. Dynamic and tactile gunplay. Runners with unique playstyles and customizable builds create highly dynamic and strategic team fights.
Looks
Whether
insanely
you're on a
slow. No,
0 to
no,
hero
the game
run
actually
or
is
high-rolling with
pretty.
powerful gear, you'll need to use your best judgment.
It was
while you decide
pretty
which
fast.
fights to pick and how.
I will speak more and I
No
will show
matter how
gameplay
geared
footage
you are,
of
players
my
with
own
skill
footage.
and strategy.
But like,
will always
okay.
have the edge. Marathon is designed to be played in crews with contextual pings, shared objectives, and down but not out to streamline playing with your friends. Death is not the end. And if you're the last one standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your team.
These guys are walking everywhere for cinematic. Yeah, I'm just gonna say right now, people don't be moving like that in the game. Trust me. Like you won't be able to just do that.
All the glory for yourself as a solo runner. No two runs in Marathon ever play out the same. With dynamic events, variable weather, and unpredictable players, you'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive. Each run has a time limit, and anything can happen while you're
Bro, I'm literally staring at the clock, just waiting for my NDA to lift.
Or increase your faction reputation.
Our NDA lifts at 11, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Thank God. I'm like keeping my mouth shut. Like
without being discovered.
I'm just like, oh, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet.
Bring in
I speak, I am in big trouble.
Yes.
And your strongest weapons to disrupt rival crews. Running support for your friends. Grab extra equipment, shield charges, and a specialized backpack to be the lifeline they need. You're always free to experiment with team compositions.
Oh yeah, bro. I won't lie. By the end of the playtest, bro, we were like a SWAT team.
Play, discovering secrets, seasonal storytelling.
But at the start, bro, I was a noob.
And more all await you in season 1, where you and your friends will start to unravel the mysteries of Tau Ceti 4. Remember, you're
Yo, Joey, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good one.
From your next big score.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's a decent amount of gameplay. All right.
Is it
Let's get into
crossplay?
breaking this down. So
I can answer in 40 minutes.
Starters, again,
I can't answer now, but I can answer in 40 minutes. So if you have any questions for me about the game, ask them in 40 minutes when my NDA lifts. I can't answer them right now. Right now, we sit back, we lounge, we enjoy, and then you can ask whatever.
The narrative of Marathon is incredibly rich and like inspirational, easy sort of inspiration.
Yo, appreciate it, Joey.
I also love just sort of having the keys to this car from this era, working on a game.
The NDA is gonna kill him. No, actually, might be the death of me.
The way the games look from the PS1, PS2 era. So there was a lot for us, and like I said, paying homage to some of the great sort of iconic artists of the time. So
yeah, and also we had some keen-eared folks in chat. I think it's Joey Wolffinder asked if this is Ben Starr. Yep, Ben Starr was the narrator of that piece. Excellent ear.
Great voice, right?
Yeah, super cool. Yeah.
Is it crossplay?
He's almost an Andrew Witz, but he does his best.
I didn't say anything.
But all right, I'm gonna.
I didn't say. I just read out your comment.
Mr. Joe Ziegler, who's your favorite runner?
Ooh, controversial question. I play a variety of them, but I will say probably the one I end up playing the most is.
I feel like a lot of people played Void.
Yeah.
Blackbird was actually the least played runner at the playtest somehow.
It's a great crew runner. Like it's in terms of being able to provide a lot of information.
I will not speak.
A lot of support.
Yeah.
It's also a great runner that's kind of helps to counter a lot of strategies that can occur, especially ambush strategies that happen. Also to catch Void out of position if Void's trying to hide. So yeah, there's a lot of
no speaking. I will not speak.
How you can play it.
Very fun, Mr. Witz. I think you and I share the same main. I got to ask as well. Who's your go-to runner?
Oh, I split my time between Locust. I'm a very push-forward kind of player, as Joe reminds me all the time, because I'm pushing too much too often.
You don't even have a W key. You just
I'm Bungie
I
Security
love to
Division.
go fast
You leak too
forward,
much,
that's
you'll
right.
be sent a
And so,
lawsuit.
like,
We will see you in court.
GG.
GG. It's over.
The first try and get
Actually,
a pick,
over.
you know, seeing somebody out of position, going for that pick. Also, I like to play Glitch a lot too. Again, like I really love that disruption playstyle. I love just finding an enemy crew trying to exfil, trying to extract, and then like taking like the arm cannon and just knocking them out of like the zone, and now they're trapped with me and hopefully my teammates. Joe.
I'm scanning. I'm looking for enemies. It's good, yeah.
To that same end, actually, as you guys kind of discuss the runners, Destas in chat asks, what's the pacing targets to the gameplay? Are there any movement or traversal mechanics?
There are a lot of movement and traversal mechanics inside of the game, but it varies.
Bainsy, I'll answer your question afterwards.
Yeah, like everything in like we're making like a survival sandbox, which means everything kind of has to have a cost, right? And so like going, if you want to go fast, like if you want to go fast, like Locust has like a.
Well, I'll do the top
super
sprint,
so to speak. Like they have leg jets
Yo,
that
Joey,
kind of
thank
come
you
on
for
and
the
help
5
you
gifted
sprint
again.
even faster.
Appreciate it.
That causes heat. So basically, it's almost like a stamina system, but we call it heat because we're these awesome mercenary cyborgs, right? Where like the body overheats, and so this character has like some mobility, but you overheat quite a bit. So that's kind of the cost that's there, and so that's what pushes us into like finding implants that maybe like expand like how much like your heat meter, and also give you more agility, so you can even go even faster, right? So yeah, there's a lot of cost in the game in terms of.
All right, later.
We place
Good
a
night. Thanks for
mobility
tuning
thing
in.
there. We really want to make sure. It's like, how does this affect the pace?
We're
and how does
cat.
this affect
Yeah.
the overall
So if you
And to be fair, we're still
people
looking at the
sub
alpha
to
builds,
any
we gotta
channel that's
balance
like
a lot
watch
of
party
stuff, 'cause some stuff is
marathon
kinda-
right now, then you
kinda
get the
sketchy.
little cat icon thing. Wait, should I sub too to someone?
Yeah,
I
mean,
kind of want the cat
while
as
we're
well.
talking about kind of those finer
Cat's
details,
kind of fire.
which I'd love to
Does it
still
replace a
little
check
bit.
mark?
In marathon build
I wonder.
crafting is a big deal. What does that mean in the world that you guys are building?
Yeah, and so like the runners are essentially like a base, right? And so each runner has, they have a bunch of implants that you can kind of find that do kind of wild things, and like as they go up in rarity, right? There's a lot of stats, so you can increase your resistance to certain things. So like Tox is one, so you can essentially be poisoned, right, as our Tox, and so you can build up resistances to that. You can increase your agility. There's shields, obviously, to make you a bit more
It does
durable.
replace check mark?
You have
Oh, okay.
cores. Cores are really cool. They basically give you like extra passives. And at the base rarity, like they have these kind of passives that you kind of play around. At the highest rarity, they are specific to the runner kit that you have, the runner you're playing. And what they do is they really augment your abilities wildly, right? So you can, you're doing one thing, and then you get like a core specifically for glitch, and now you're like, oh, my double jump is a triple jump? Like that's how much you want to kind of push that, so that gear really matters. And so builds.
I never saw that.
Completely.
Wait, I didn't either.
The cores,
What?
weapons, weapon attachments.
Wait, that sounds fire.
Have like a pretty cool progression too.
That's pretty
We have
broken.
Gold
Not
mods,
gonna
which are
lie.
kind of like the highest end of the attachment pool. They're essentially like exotics in our game, right? What is the exotic version of this Magnum that can do some wild stuff?
35 minutes chat until I can just drop the kitchen sink, just start
Actually,
fucking,
to that same
just
end,
start
like,
rapping, bro.
well from
I would become
Fire Rex,
prime
is how you pronounce it.
Eminem,
How
bro.
many
I would be
players are gonna
spitting
be?
bars.
Varies per map.
Yeah, varies per
level
map.
of rarity in Destiny,
the
like the
footage
most,
that
like, the
people
highest
have seen a
power
lot
thing,
of Dire
essentially,
Marsh.
that's like pretty unique
we
or like
support up to 18 players.
specific.
Excellent. Okay, all right, so going to be room for a lot of play styles. To that same end, I know we talked a little bit about Void earlier as well. Lars, can you walk us through maybe just your play style when you're approaching any of these runs?
Sure, yeah.
Most kind of notes I have.
Sell out the best
I have to
strategies.
give away my secrets. So
For
Void is really
34
fun
minutes,
for
I will
me
be a monk.
because it leans into this part of my personality that is like very devious. And so, if you go on a run with me, I'll be like, hey, any claymores you see,
When
let
does the
me
game
know.
come out?
And I'm putting those
It
in
said
my
on
backpack,
the thing it was
and I'm
September
doing crazy
23rd,
things
right,
like,
chat?
Okay, so
But
Void has a
they're
prime
gonna
ability
do.
that sends out, I think you saw it in the video, it sends like a wall of smoke that sort of like your home base when you do that. It's a portable. Because when you go in that, you become invisible. You get automatic active camo. So I'll do things like set that up.
I'm wearing
to
a marathon shirt right
make
now, by the
people
way.
believe I'm doing one thing and then do another. So a lot of subversive things. I'll go in there and I'll claymore the inside, right? Someone comes
It's rough
in
out
after
here.
me,
It
they're
is,
gonna
bro.
have a
I'm
very bad time.
I could get sued at any
But
minute
I also
here.
do things like I'll go to a place in the zone where there's
Let me
high
see if
tier
my
loot,
download
and I'll
is ready
claymore
for
it
the
up,
footage,
and
by the
then,
way, chat.
close all the doors
One
and
second.
leave and be like, I wonder if anyone's gonna show up. And then
Transfer
sure enough,
complete?
maybe 5 minutes later, I see the shield crack in the HUD, and I'm like, yes.
Okay,
I can
it's
go
completed.
back,
It's completed.
go back and
It's
see what's
completed.
going on. So yeah, that's how I like to play.
Yeah, how about you, Joe Cross? What's your go-to?
Well, if you know me,
Is it a game where you play on the daily?
I'd rather look good and lose.
Deadass? I could see myself playing this game a lot.
I generally pick the runner with the
I'm
coolest helmet.
genuinely serious.
And in this,
The game is really
in this
fun.
lineup, I think that's clearly Blackbird. As far as my play style, I'm typically just a decoy.
And
so
I was never really a fan of the extraction shooter genre.
Just stand in the open for a little
But
bit.
So that's,
it's because I
that's the end
tried
of my- that's the end of
Tarkov,
my
where
run
Tarkov's
story.
too extreme
Fair. Well, we want to thank you all for your collective sacrifice. We appreciate it. Actually, to that same end, obviously we do a lot of playtesting here internally. Wits, I know you mentioned you've got a
32
folder
minutes.
of some of your best plays, but what are some of your most memorable runs so far?
Some of my memorable runs are really when
32 minutes.
I think I'm going to be doing one thing, right? Like, okay, I'm going to do a contract. I'm going to be going here. I got to go into this room. I got to interact with this device. And I think it's like I'm safe. Like I'm kind of doing like a routine thing. I can get in and get out if I'm like smart about it and really kind of listen for what's going on. Like there's no UESC around. There's no players around. And oftentimes there's another player. Like the best moments is there's another crew that are going for the exact same thing. And there's this moment of like you're about to turn the key to get into a locked room, and then the other team is right there, and you're like, oh crap. Like, and then you're like, this is all out war in like a hallway that seems to be like a regular hallway, but now it's just like a, it just gets
Speaking of the
crazy.
pause
And
each
so
word.
think
Yeah,
those
I
are
have
the
to be
peaks
I have
that
to be
happen
careful what
where
I'm saying, bro.
There's these tense moments you're
When
trying
are
to
we
do
good to
something
give
that
away
lead
our
to these very
keys?
quick crescendos where,
that's a
these
good
mercenaries
question.
kind of going crazy, and like all these players are jumping.
You make it sound like you're playing
think you can do
so
it whenever,
carefully, but you're
but,
not.
Oh, whenever.
I think.
The tactics are happening fast.
I'm gonna double check.
They're
It's just
going-
processing power.
they're
is what
going,
it is.
like,
Y'all
the
got
math
keys?
is
Yeah,
going,
we have
like,
keys that we can give out to chat.
But it has to be. I know it has to be like before the end
Sounds
of
like,
your
I mean, runs can
broadcast.
obviously
Oh,
entail
so it has to
a
be
lot, but we
before
also
11.
have a question from chat from Sharky218.
Before 11?
Is loot going to be
Is-
just
oh, really?
weapons? Or is there going
is
to be more
that-
for people to go after while they're
Is
out there?
it before 11?
There's a ton of
Oh.
them.
There's a ton of them,
Yeah, there's
Should we run a
implants,
giveaway
there's
right now,
ores,
chat?
there's
Oh.
equipment.
Wait.
There's
Grenades.
consumables. Yeah.
Let's talk about grenades.
Hold on.
Yeah, there's grenades.
I think we can give out the alpha
We have a bunch
keys.
of different types of grenades in the game.
Wait,
as
but then
well
how are
that
we
you
supposed
can-
to watch
can
this
give
at the
loot in
same time as
world.
giving away
We have
keys? Like,
valuables,
I'm so
we
bad at
have
multitasking.
backpacks,
Do you have a
weapons,
second PC card?
I'm not gonna lie. I barely knew how to
materials,
do a giveaway
keys.
before today.
And there's a bunch of stuff too that,
I was like,
that
alright.
we're
Felt
just yeah,
that,
we call
felt that.
valuables, but like there's times when
Like,
you're
man,
running
I'm good
low
at
on
this,
money
huh?
and you're like, I just need to do a valuables run right now, and I need to pick up these things and get my money.
Here, I'm
you know,
trying
into my
to
space
I'm
bank,
trying to
so.
get the giveaway
Space
started.
bank, yeah.
You know,
If
that
I can.
actually is a good segue from, and I'm not making this name up, Ballin' Hobo asks, what do I do with the loot when I extract? Like, why does it matter in the long run?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a variety
Yep,
of reasons.
I have the
So a lot
keys.
of it was related to
I have
sort of
the
our
keys.
factions
All
and
right.
contract
But I'm
system.
gonna start fucking
If
dishing
you
them
wanna
out.
Talk a little bit about that, Lars.
What do you think of that, chat?
I mean,
Can I start
we've
dishing
got
them
this
out right now?
entire system we call factions. You're doing contracts. They're like
Alright.
missions, and you are being greeted originally by
Wait.
AI representative.
Can someone?
because you are a
you know what?
mercenary.
Okay, I got it.
You,
I gotta
you
go
don't
night
really
bot for
have
this, right?
allegiance to anyone. They are going to pay you to do these jobs, and so they'll give
Ah,
you
it's
these
about
missions to
giveaways.
do. And as you're doing these missions,
Keyword.
like Andrew said, sometimes you'll run into
Ooh, okay, I
danger,
think for
but
the giveaway,
the cool thing about
if people
I
are paying
think a lot
attention,
of the faction and the contract
keyword
system
I'm gonna
is, like,
do
you could
is-
complete the
Wait, hold on.
download the
Hold
agricultural
on a second.
survey from this
I
one
saw
area
something
on
that
one of the
says
zones.
before
And
our
you're
stream
doing the
ends, like,
thing and
our
you've sort of
stream
done it.
ends.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
even if you die,
Oh,
you've still made
it's before our
progress
stream
there,
ends?
which I think is a really cool
I'll do the
aspect
giveaway
of
right now
that
anyways.
feature. But then
While
there's
we're
also
waiting
this
for
other meta
the thing to
layer
lift.
where
All right,
as you're
the
working with the
keyword
different factions,
for
they allow you to upgrade
the
yourself
giveaway
over
is
time, and
going
so
to
you
be-
can increase your heat meter, you can increase your loot speed, things like that.
Wait, how do I? Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say you're trying to get as much loot as possible to meet the challenge of the world, right? Like essentially, different missions get harder over time, right? Which means you want to have more loot on you so you can survive longer, so just in general,
All right.
be able to do fight all the different, hostile entities in
Make
the world.
sure
like,
you're
get through
followed
there's a
for the
POI
giveaway, but
on a zone
the
that's heavily fortified by
keyword
UESC
is
and
going to
all of the
be.
different units that
But
are
you
there,
guys,
the
you guys are all
snipers, the
typing
assault
glitch.
units, like,
No
you wanna
way.
be
You're
able
putting
to
glitch.
not only
I'm doing
withstand that
keyword
and
is going to
players, so there's a lot of reasons
be
why.
marathon.
And honestly, like a lot
Marathon,
of the
one
loot
word,
translates into things
is
like
keyword.
upgrades, that you utilize through
Type
the
in-
factions.
type in
but
marathon to join.
There's also
Oh, there it
a
is.
store
I
called
see the entries coming
Black
in.
Market, where you can use a lot of your
Oh
currency
my
and
God,
things
it's
like that to
lagging.
actually re-equip yourself.
It
if
is
you go on
lagging.
that run, or to upgrade yourself if you need anything from.
I'll
that
give
space.
this a
So,
few minutes to run, and
there's
then
a lot of
I'll
reasons
bang
to
out
get
a
lot of good loot
few
out. I
keys.
don't think I'm ever short of reasons to get loot out.
That just says something else about me, though. I'm just a loot goblin. So sometimes extraction shooters also can be seen as kind of hardcore and maybe tough to get into. What are some of the things that you guys are doing to make them easier to dive into?
It's
Yeah,
a
I think,
spell
there's a couple
marathon because I
things
see
that
some
we could talk
misspelling
about.
right here.
One is, we are obviously
M-A-R-A
investing besides doing a little bit more onboarding on the front end, so
Wait,
players can
marathon.
understand a little
Yeah,
bit about
yeah,
what the
yeah.
nature
There it
of the
is.
game mode is. We're also doing a lot to make combat something that's a little bit more approachable, but also just equally as deep, and have pretty wide things, but I think Andrew could talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we want to make this is like a Bungie shooter, right? We want to make sure it's approachable. We like nail those fantasies. Every button press feels awesome, right? And so really trying to bring.
How many entries do I get? I mean, there's gonna be 10 different giveaways.
Into,
so
like in the survival space where
I'll wait
again,
until
everything kind of costs something, right? Getting shot, like
wait until these
you're not
entries
going
add up
to
a lot
have
more.
like a limb system where like your limb's broken, anything, but you will like guns do stopping power, right? Which they can knock you out of sprint, they can slow you down, right? Status effects are still in the game. And so if you are hit with a chem grenade, right, you're going to be toxed. You can be immobilized, right, which really slows you down. You can
All right,
be
I'll run the
It's
giveaway
all
in like
these
a few
things,
more
and that
minutes
pushes
here
you
because
into
I
using
want as many people to enter as possible.
So we're trying to make sure that you keep the depth of the survival game, but the approachability of the action game, right? And so that's how we're trying to marry that together. And in addition to that, if you have some bad runs, right, like, and you don't have a lot of, you see your loot kind of going down, we have the
to
sponsored
join
kits,
the
like
giveaway.
the video earlier, where
Marathon.
it's
All
a
wait,
package of,
I don't know if
gameplay
lowercase
items, like weapons
matters or not, but do it all lowercase.
Or equipment, or maybe a shield
I
or
would
something,
suggest just doing it all lowercase.
That's kind of like the floor
because
for what
that's
we
how I
think you
typed
can
it
be
out.
Really, like you can be capable in the environment and actually like fight other players that actually are kitted out. So you're never feeling like the goal is that you can always clutch.
The caps does
even
matter.
if you find somebody
I'm seeing a lot more entries
completely
coming
kitted
now.
out in like really high-end gear, because that's your payday, right? That's like the beauty of the moment of like, oh my god, I took this player. And,
Bro, giving away
they had
tech,
the
yeah,
best
it
shield in
was.
the game. Hell yeah.
No, I should have actually said that from the
Maybe a lot of
beginning.
good pointers for folks at home taking notes for when they get a chance to get into the alpha. But we'd be remiss if we also didn't mention how a big part of what we do here at Bungie is working alongside our community, which is why we've also had the chance since about 2022 to work with hundreds of different creators in our community as well, to go ahead and get some of their feedback. So to those of you out there that have joined us, thank you very much for your time and your opinions. They mean a lot. But no need to listen to me talk about it. We actually just last week had a bunch of folks in here to go ahead and play test the very same alpha build that some of you will have a chance to join in on as well. So I vote I go ahead and let you tell them about it in their own words.
Oh.
You kind of feel the blood pumping.
Oh damn! Wait. They have this. I'll run the giveaway right after this.
Down the ball again and again and again and again and again and again.
Wait. I wonder if there's gonna be any of. Is there gonna be any of me? Oh come on.
This is a new world. This is a different take on an extraction.
Wait, do you think they have any of our footage? Oh.
It's game changing. It is literally game changing.
Do you think they have any of us? Like any of our footage?
I don't know.
Wait, hopefully.
No
Hopefully. All I'm saying is, I was beaming some devs. That's all I'm saying.
You are the first group outside
Some?
of Bungie
Oh.
to play test our alpha
Yeah,
build.
you were going pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I may have been going a little bit crazy though, chat.
All these keyboard and mouse noobs.
Look daddy up. Let's go. Okay. I am ready and up. Whatever you two are. Yes, sir. Oh,
I'll run the giveaway right after this gameplay footage thing.
Quick read.
Oh, you looking around? See
Yeah,
who's,
What, he's screen peeking? Wow.
Alrighty.
Crazy.
Bio research is right next to us. You want to do the intercept?
Yeah.
You just want to grab that real quick? Yeah. Okay. You want to get going?
Yep, Medro.
That should be a good one.
Covering screen? Oh yeah, I am. Wait, hold on.
I didn't actually. I've not been there
I
yet.
will fix this, chat. I will fix this.
Oh, okay. There's.
I will fix this.
So,
1 second.
for the gang, there
1 second.
is fall damage, and it is severe if you
There
drop.
is. I got a mod
a
earlier that like drastically reduces it though. So there are ways to reduce it.
Hold on. Is that better?
I may have just exploded my kneecaps.
If
Oh,
you dash
wait,
right
bottom
before
right
you
would
hit
tell you
the
guys,
ground,
right?
The ground,
don't take
it saves it.
It'll break the fall, yeah. Happens to the best of us.
Boom.
AI on the
Boom.
right.
There we go. Bottom right.
Oh yeah, are we allowed
AI
talking about the
inside
AI?
Like the little shrubbery downtown over there.
NDA still up.
Like right now?
NDA still up.
Oh, I'm just gonna not.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
playing it safe.
I'm in the like gray unknown weird area right now where I'm just like
Same.
I don't know
Sorry, excuse me, sorry.
what I can say.
Okay, still heading to field maintenance.
Yep. This is the team that's killed us that one
Yeah,
time.
that one time.
And took my
I
shit.
got AI.
Yes.
Ah, I remember
And
them.
then we
Yeah,
tried
we
to
got-
like find them and we
that's
couldn't.
the point.
And we were upset as hell.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
yeah.
This is like one of only one other teams that killed us the whole 2 days.
Okay, well, the first team that killed us, it was literally because it was Kaidi and I's first game.
Third party.
It was like our first game ever.
Yes, it was, and I was noob.
This one,
There's 6 underneath.
I feel like I kind of trolled. I'm not gonna lie. But we also got caught lacking.
I hit one for the kill, but I'm
Okay, maybe some people were looking like the trailer though. there was a few people that we were playing against that it was very similar to what you saw in the trailer, where they're like moving around like that, which is pretty funny.
Either way, I'm getting shredded right now, so I gotta
clear the AI outside first. Then it's gonna beam it.
I'm surprised he's alive right now.
Yeah, same how.
I don't know.
With our luck, we're all dead.
Like, I feel like, yeah, like right there, we're getting like triple down to AI.
Yeah.
Wait, what gun is he using? Oh wait, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
Oh.
I just...
Tyson?
Wait, no, I'm bad with that.
Why are you waiting? I'm gonna get in trouble.
Oh wait, I just realized. I didn't try that one. It looks good though.
What do you have on your little guy?
Oh, one of the guys you killed had just been weapons on him. Poor guy.
We getting soon? We might be getting soon.
Oh, mechanics hit. That's what we need, right?
By the way, I'll choose the winners for the giveaway right after this gameplay footage. So if you want to join in and have a chance at getting some keys to join the alpha, type marathon. All one word, lowercase.
I'm unlocking the box. Yeah, dropping in big ones too. They've got long shots in too. Oh.
I like how they're I like how they're just like showing like the whole gameplay. I thought they were just gonna show like highlights.
There's a loot up there.
They're literally just showing like a whole fight right now.
Oh my god, I almost realized.
I wonder if the gameplay footage that we received, if it has like face cam and stuff on it. Bro, my head was probably so far into my monitor, bro. I think I was the only person at the playtest that looked at the monitor and pulled that shit forward.
Wait, that's low key, like.
Yeah, I would say it yourself as you can.
Oh, that's so.
It's a Brian. Kill him, he's a fiend, dude.
I'm coming to you, Ben.
Yeah, I see him. Don't underestimate this guy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Two, I think it's 1v1.
That shield is actually really solid.
Wait, that might be like the tech. I didn't like this runner though.
I didn't even try it.
It just felt very like I couldn't do anything for you guys. It was just for me, which I didn't really like.
I was on it early on, but I don't know. I contemplated going back to it, but
nah, your void was clean.
Was way over here.
Yeah, no, we definitely mastered the craft.
Yeah, no, I think our comp. I don't want to say too much, but like,
yeah,
our comp was
I think
meta.
that's gonna be meta. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's gonna be meta.
Yeah. Yep. I feel like it was.
Show me the red. That's okay. Yeah, he's holding the angle at a distance.
Sniped a sniper.
Yeah, right on me. This player. On me. Very weak up there.
I wonder if we're not like, if we were in this game at all. Like, imagine we just see ourselves get knocked out. That'd be pretty funny. You guys remember your aliases?
I do. I remember all of ours.
Alright, that's definitely not us.
Coming.
No, that's not us.
I get shots on the right side, like you think.
No, if they're close. I got no tags. Oh. There. You got eyes? Yeah.
See, Blackbird, I'm telling you.
Is he upstairs inside?
Yes, definitely a staple.
Why is everyone spamming marathon? Because we're running a giveaway. I have 10 alpha codes I can give out, so people can access the game early and play the alpha.
I'll not say that.
Wait, what did you say?
What if we just played 2 black?
I think they kind of built a ringer group. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty confident.
Honestly, it could be good.
I feel like we might be the God Squad.
I thought about that.
That was good. That was a good run.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
We got knife some AI. Grab.
I'll run the giveaways right now.
We can go to field maintenance.
I'll run the giveaways, okay?
Isn't there
So
one of
we're
those
running
down
the
there?
first
Yes,
one
right
right here. All right, ready? And the winner is Yang Tony. Congratulations.
Oh my god, they're ballsy. They're just running with the knives at the AI.
I was
Hello?
gonna say they're kind of going for it with the
What
knives.
is happening?
Let me send you the thing. There it is. I will whisper you the code, by the way. So if you...
Oh my god, I'm dead.
how do I do this? Give me a quick second. I'm not gonna...
Yeah.
I'll make sure everyone gets a code before I go into the next one.
It's a purple shield.
UESC reinforcement signal detected.
I found a purple enemy. I heavy knifed it 4 times and had to dump a full mag into it.
Dude, where did I lost the tab.
Yeah.
There's the tab. Okay. I will send you the code on... I will send the code on Twitch Whispers, okay? So if you do end up winning, it will be sent to you via
Yay.
Twitch Whisper.
I don't want the
Oh my god.
LMG. I should take it, but I don't want it.
Oh my god, it
take
sent the
this,
whole thing.
take this.
I may have just sent all the codes to
Insane.
one person.
What's the
Oh
question marks
shit.
again?
Bro, wait, what? How did it do that?
That are on the map?
Well,
Bro.
I think those are the players, right?
Yo, Yang, I would appreciate heavy if you
Cash players?
Yeah, I don't know.
if you didn't chill and
Push,
taking
push,
one.
push,
Appreciate
push,
it.
push.
Appreciate it. You're taking the bottom one? Okay.
One is broken.
Wait, what are you laughing about, Tyson? I hear you upstairs.
All right. Wait, Yang, it'd actually be awesome if you don't, if you just take the bottom one.
Knocked one.
That's actually fire. Thank you. I will be more diligent about this. Okay.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
how did I do that? Oh, dude, it's all in one link. That's why. Oh,
Bro, Tyson is losing his mind right now upstairs, and I don't know why.
All right, we're running next one. We're running next one.
Increased hostile action.
The next winner is your
Behind you, yeah,
imagination.
glitches behind you.
Congratulations on winning.
White shield.
I
white
need to
shield.
double check
Oh,
that I'm
she's
not
scared.
sending it to the same person.
She's scared.
Like all on the same person.
Down, down.
Bro, I can't believe.
Very good.
Very, very
I
nice.
can't
caught the
believe
purple.
I just sent all the codes. Bro, that is insane. Bro, that is actually absurd. Wait.
Yeah, I want the freaking purple. Here's a green on
I know,
it.
but you
Let
guys,
me double
I feel
check.
like if they were to show me on screen, you're just gonna like see my
Me?
forehead, like just
Okay, that's one
Those
code.
big items, the big
fully
drops,
eating my
Oh,
mouth.
there you go. I got it. That's
high
okay.
value. You're like, I have to get this out.
This might have been playing Lucas
Okay.
or Void or Glitch.
Congratulations,
I've
your
got a better
imagination.
aim.
Fuck, I won.
Tyson, you
Exactly
accidentally
like
sent
that, so I can have
the
that kind of
all
gameplay.
10 codes to one person.
Hey, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. Bro,
That is insane.
bro, for some reason it copied the whole link,
so
and then I didn't
far,
realize
it's
because I'm sitting
been
on Twitch.
refreshing,
DM.
I'd like
Bro,
to
it's actually
say.
messed up. No.
Everything's out really locked
No. The person I sent it to is a
I'm
homie though. They said they're only taking one.
Cool, Bungie.
Okay,
They're only
that's
taking
nice
one.
of them.
It's
Yeah.
exciting.
Well, that's a
Games in
W.
here, it's fun. I just want to play more.
Okay, I'll be sending over. I'm re-rolling again, and Gigi Fox, congratulations.
All right. So
Congratulations.
obviously, having those creators in was a whole lot of fun. Getting to work with both creators and players alike has been a privilege. It's been a great time getting to set that up. And of course, I promise I'm not saying this just because I work on the social media team here, but if you head over to our YouTube channel, we have a full 20-minute
Wow.
version of that. So youtube.com/MarathonTheGame is where to find us. Also, same with all of our other socials, as long as I'm at it.
There you go.
But Lars, obviously, again, like we talked about before that video, we're
Just
familiar
hits
with
a
working with our community
just
really
says a
closely, but have we
word.
ever
That's
done
actually
it
baller.
this earlier at this scale
Well,
before?
congratulations. Have
So
fun.
I've been at Bungie for a while now.
See you in the Alpha play
since
test.
the Halo 3 days.
Okay, so
and,
I have 7 more
I think
codes
the
to give
thing
out.
even
7
since
more
my
codes
time,
to
we've
give out.
been really good about is working with players, working with the community.
If you did win
Something
the
we take
giveaway,
pride in.
make sure you check
And
your
on this game
Twitch
in
Whispers,
particular, yeah, we
re-rolling
brought
again,
people in, players in much earlier into the
Anti-Panda.
process than I think we ever have before.
Congratulations.
It's given us really good insight. You know, we tell them when they show up, be brutally honest, because that's how we learn. That's how we understand what needs to change, what needs to get better. And I think it's been really great.
That's been a ton of fun. I mean, even again, like these folks were all here last week. You guys were in there with them. Some of you playing as well. What was it like?
Oh, it was super exciting. Yeah, I mean, like when you have a lot of well, there was a combination of players who we've been engaging with for a long time, and some players who are brand new, and it was great to see sort of like the mix of the both. Especially when you got some higher level skilled players who just joined in and immediately got it and started destroying everybody, like
Boom, just like
TenZ
that.
and Lupo was in there, and, but yeah.
Wait, did I just hear my name?
Yeah, you had some pretty awesome moments, didn't you?
Yeah.
Bro, I won't lie, I was frying in the playtest.
It was pretty amazing to
I was
jump
actually
in,
frying.
and I'm gonna throw.
Bro, I had a
Nick
bunch of
under the
devs
bus
come up
for
to
a
me
moment
and they're
here.
like,
apparently
they're like,
he
damn,
was on the team with
you're doing good.
Brian and Jeff Keeley, and they were not having success. Y'all were like destroying them. The creators.
I have how many
yeah,
codes
it's probably
now?
your team that was
I
destroying
have 6
them.
codes in total now.
So I was brought in as like a
So rolling again,
hired gun to help get
and
Jeff
Seiju,
through.
congratulations.
Thank you.
I did my job.
Aura, what the hell?
Something that he's used to, obviously. Also, though, you were saying you were observing a little bit as well, maybe not playing quite as much. What was it like, from your perspective, getting to see all these folks jump in and play the game for the first time? Some of them.
I mean, it was awesome. It's awesome like playing the game for so
that's
long,
what
right?
happened.
Seeing other people play the
Bro, I
game.
copied
It's just a
text.
great feeling, right? For like the whole team.
Got it.
You get to see things that you designed for happen, and in real life, right? You see people who are like being hunted by other players that take refuge by like we're a heavily fortified area, and watching the UESC.
I'm running the
equalize a
giveaways
little
right now,
bit.
by the way, in chat. If you're wondering what
Moments
I'm
like
doing.
That was great. There was another fight that was like it looked so
make sure
fun,
you
but also
entered.
hilarious, but also like really like it was like a great time, but also really tense. There was two crews that were fighting
Okay,
under
I have
the
how many more codes I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5
they
codes
were fighting
left.
in the tunnels.
5 codes
and
left.
The fight was literally like almost 1-by-1s, like 3
Let's
and
see
3.
if
like,
we
like
have
constantly moving
any
towards each other and
lucky,
fighting in the hallway. The person in the front dropping
Isama.
meds for people in the
Congratulations.
back and changing
Damn, follow her
positions.
for 5
and that fight
years?
went into like little
Holy.
vents as well. So it was like this it was this hilarious chase that was like it was super tense because you didn't know exactly whether you were going to get third party, and they were just the volume in the room kept on going up from those two crews because they were just like, when are they going to get flanked? There's another vent right there that could pop up from there. And they were shooting vents just like out of just pure paranoia. It was awesome to watch.
Number 5.
It's a good balance to strike, obviously. Yeah.
Sending it out
and
right
you, again,
now.
we were mentioning you got to play. Were there any other creators you got to dive in with?
Oh yeah, I was on a team with Valkyrie and Katamina, and we had a lot of fun. There was like a couple moments where we bunkered down underneath a greenhouse in the tunnels underneath. Tunnels
Just
are
like
dangerous,
that.
and they're
Congrats
fun.
on the win.
But
Rolling again.
We basically created like a little claymore nest down there, and so we were
Bulby
baiting
balls.
them down into it. And yeah, it
Congrats.
was pretty successful. I'm telling you, the claymore strats are good. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Don't sleep on claymores. They're
Pretty
good.
solid.
Yeah.
Lars is like, I know.
Yeah.
So even in addition to these creators, the legacy of Marathon's community goes so long goes so far rather. As someone who's played a lot of
this would
ALF1
be
in the past
fourth
as well
one.
myself, back on my Titanium G4 PowerBook so long ago,
like
bringing
that.
the ALF1 team was really really exciting. You guys got a chance to work with them as well, isn't that right?
Yeah,
Just
I mean, it's
like
super exciting to sort
that.
of connect to the
Let me double
heritage
check.
of Marathon,
There
right?
you
Like to
go.
keep that alive
I
as
have
we're sort of building
3
this new
more
world. And so
codes
working
now.
with the ALF1 team has been really
3 more
awesome.
codes, chat.
With,
Who
Marathon Classic
will
on
be
Steam,
the lucky one?
is the release that they had, as well as the Marathon Classic 2, I think, is on Steam as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of those, it's like sort of connecting the threads, if that makes sense,
All
sort of
right,
remembering the
running
past
it
as we're
again,
sort of building this new,
and Dibby.
well,
Congratulations.
in a lot of ways of what Marathon is.
Yeah. Actually, kind of on this topic as well about the dangers of the world, we do have a question from Twitch chat. Are there dangerous PvE encounters? Obviously, you've mentioned that the UESC is out there, and you should underestimate them at your own peril. But can you tell us a little bit more about maybe some of those emerging?
Bro, I actually have some like
players?
certified lurkers in chat
there's
though.
There's
Oh my
the
gosh.
UESC, security units that are out there. There's a bunch of
5
different
years
types,
follower
different things.
just sent one
So
message
watch out
and
for
just
them.
now for the
They also
marathon
have ticks,
giveaway.
which are these wonderful, surprising,
Actually,
explodey,
that was actually like that's a
fauna.
crazy
They run at
like,
you. They run at you, explode on you, and you have to like, shoot the nests actually
That
to
is actually
get
wild.
rid of them essentially. Otherwise, they'll keep coming. And there's a bunch of hazards and stuff that are like gonna be on the map as well. Like we have a bunch of like tox rooms and all kinds of surprises that await players.
All right,
and,
that is
in the alpha there's a few.
7th code or 8th? One of the two. How many do I have left?
The scariest.
I have 2 more codes left.
The Ghost Commander.
2 more codes left, chat.
Ghost Commander.
Run it
Their
again.
ability is like they go into active camo and they
Riot
actually
Boy
clone.
Tano.
They have a bunch of like clones that go out there, so you think you're not sure which one to shoot. And then by the time you recognize which one is actually the real one, right? It's like it may be over for you, but that's one. The sniper, also love the sniper as well. We really want to have these prolonged sniper fights that are really great against the UESC. And if you manage to really push them and they notice you're pushing, they'll punish you for that too. So like, yeah, definitely be careful
that
of these
one's
units. Tread careful.
Not to be trifled.
And the recruits, honestly, the recruits,
and then
they
we
have
are
this
running
rush
the
down
last
that
code.
they do. If you're not too careful,
The
at knowing
last
where they're gonna be
code
flanking you and
will
rushing you
be
down from, like,
going
to. We're purposely making them these formidable foes.
Ritz
you can't
Runner,
get
10K.
treasure out of the world
Congratulations.
easily, and they're guarding it, and they're doing a pretty damn good job.
You can't ignore them either. Once they're on your set, you kind of gotta figure out a way.
Yes. Exactly.
Also, too, we've got another question from, I believe, Shepsky.
I do
could a TV be
believe
composed
that,
of any number of runner types, like 3
what is
Blackbirds,
it called?
for example?
This isn't the only
Absolutely.
chance for people
There's
to
no
join the
restriction on
playtest. If
how
you click the
you
panel
assemble
down
your
below,
crew.
you can join the
all
Discord.
play the
And I think
same.
there's like a way
create
that you
meme
can
comp if you want.
get access to the playtest
Or
that
you
way.
can diversify a little bit, you know, and sort of try to use each other's utilities. But we've seen them all. It's been really cool to see kind of the different
I almost
combinations
just
we've
sent the fucking
You may never
whole
know, like
page
some
to this
those
person.
3 different like players that are playing Blackbird, they may have very different builds and what they're gearing towards in Blackbird, right? Like they may be some of them, like one of them may
Double check
actually
that.
have implants
There we
that
go.
allow them to go in active camo.
I guess this
it's
is
not a
live.
specific thing.
Let me.
for
I'm gonna.
runner, so
I'm gonna
we're
ask
purposely
really
trying to make it
nicely
so
if I can get 10 more.
that you can diversify.
I'll ask real
I
nicely.
did see like the shield wall.
I'll do the
comp,
I'll
which
do
is,
the
like,
puppy
basically
eyes.
3 locusts in like in the playtest from last week. But yeah,
let's go. Yeah. So again, obviously, it's been so much fun to hear you guys even talking about this game and the experiences you've had. You've been building a
I
world
asked
that's really
real
great for
nicely
players to
if
tell
we
their own stories,
can get 10 more
again, with the
codes.
closed alpha on the way.
Because that'd be fire.
23rd,
I'll
as
leave the
players
thing open
finally
as
get a
is,
chance,
and
some of them
then
to jump in. What are some of the stories you're most excited for them to get to dive in and maybe tell themselves?
So many. I mean, there's so many different stories that
Embargo
I think are
lifts in
gonna,
6 minutes,
that
by the way,
we're
chat.
looking forward to seeing happen, especially ones that we've never even seen before. But getting onto the
Yeah,
planet,
6 minutes until
like,
the NDA is
honestly,
lifted,
just
and you
trying
can
to
ask any
survive
questions to
amongst
me,
all of the
for the most
different
part.
threats that exist there. The dying, when our trailer says death, it's death. There's a lot of death in the game. The learning from it, the challenging yourself, the getting back up and trying to do something new. It's gonna be exciting. I'm sure there's plenty of other things.
I'm curious, Mr. Cross. What are you expecting?
I mean, I'm had the fortune to launch Destiny and now Marathon. It's always amazing to put something out into the world that you've been working on. Sort of in a bubble for 6 years or something like that, and have the players experience the visual world.
Get my
for the
agent
first
to ask.
time is amazing. Introducing the IP into the world, sort of beyond the game, sort of the culture it creates. Always excited to see like what the fans tell us what the game is and what the metas are and what the IP is, and so that exchange is always amazing.
Yeah, check out the Discord.
He's a pass him over.
Wits, how about you? Anything come to mind on your side?
I'm just really excited for folks to discover the content and play with it in interesting ways. We've been making this meal for a bit. It's just time to see.
Are you watching
folks
VCT
play,
matches
right?
today? I
We've been
will,
making
yeah.
the sandbox for a bit. We've been working together on all the activities and everything in the world, right?
4
It's
minutes,
just gonna be
chat.
excited to see
4
people react
minutes.
to it organically and learn from it.
Very
I'm also curious to see which runner will be the crowd favorite. Out of the end. I have theories.
I know you have many theories.
Yeah.
I think Glitch will be.
Chat,
I think
Discord, let us
Glitch
know
is
what
like
you guys
the
think.
most fun to play, in my opinion.
But
Glitch is the only
brings
runner I
us
played
to
though.
just about the
in all
conclusion of what's
fairness.
been a very action-packed show. So for starters,
How's the
guys,
gunplay
thanks
for
so
you,
much
man?
being here today. We really appreciate it.
4 minutes. I
Thank you
can
so
I can
much, and
speak.
thank everybody out there. Like our
4
team
minutes,
is
I
literally
can
sitting
spill the
behind
beans.
these cameras here, and they're amazing. Like you should give yourselves a hand.
Back to
for
lurking.
putting together-
Respect, honestly.
Also, there's there's an immense amount of staff here that has been super gracious and kind to come and help work with us on this.
Void
So
actually will
just
be
wanna
most
make
popular.
sure
Void will definitely
all
be
of
a
you,
really popular
let's
one as
give you
well.
a hand too.
I
You've been doing it.
I think on every team I saw a Void. Like every single team, I saw at least one Void. Whereas some teams I didn't see
again,
Glitch, some
as
teams
we,
I didn't see
noted at the
Blackbird, and
top
some
of the
teams I
show,
didn't see.
coming up at the very, very end, we've got a
was it
very special
Locust?
surprise. So go ahead and do yourself a favor and stick around.
Wait, do you
all
think
the
it's a
way through to
cinematic?
the end. But again,
Like what they did to us?
Thanks, Joe
Yes,
Ziegler,
please,
Joe
please,
It has
Cross,
to be.
Andrew Witz, and Lars Bakken. Thank
It
you
has
all
to be
for
the
being here
cinematic.
today. And of course, again, to echo Ziegler, thank you so much to the entire dev team here at Bungie. Thank you so much for being here today. Whether
It
you're here
might
with
be
us
the
in
cinematic
person
that we
or
saw.
you're at home, it's your contributions that make Marathon possible. So truly, thank you. It's honestly humbling to be here today. And again, of course, the crew here, thank you all so much for all of your hard work. It's been incredible seeing this stage come up so quickly rather. So thank you so much. It's been a gargantuan effort, and it's all thanks to your efforts. And most importantly, again, to all of you fine folks out there for joining us today. It's such a privilege for us to get the opportunity to share what we've been working on, and it matters most when you show up and join us. We know you have busy days, and we're thankful to be a part of it. So thank you for joining us here on this Saturday morning. And of course, we got something fun at the end. Make sure you stick around for a little bit longer. We're going to be rating Scarrow and Mr. Raffle Waffles, Milo, out there here just after the show ends. So go ahead and tell them we said hello when you get a chance to drop into their chat. But as has become kind of a tradition here at Bungie with our streams, we've saved just one more special thing here for you at the end. Now, we've told you a lot about the game so far, but we haven't had a chance to really touch on the narrative just yet. And we're really excited to build a story that's innovative in the extraction.
Oh, they're going to show
space.
it. They're going to show it. They're going to show it. They're going to show it. I already know.
We'd love
And
to
I'm
show
gonna
you a
watch
glimpse
it.
of that now.
They're going to
So
show
I've
it.
had the opportunity
God.
to partner with Academy and Emmy award-winning
Oh,
director
yeah,
Alberto
yeah, they're showing it.
Villano.
They're showing it. They're showing it.
Like
Oh, I need to turn this shit up.
So we hope you
I turned
enjoy,
this shit up all the
but
way.
in the meantime,
Chat, get ready.
take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you all star side.
It's a cinematic masterpiece. No, actually, cinema.
Now it's time to get cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so
actually, I
excited.
need the
Oh my God.
popcorn.
Yep.
This is the one. Start yapping? I'll yap after this. This shit gave me the EBGBs.
I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor
Look, guys, it's us looting.
yet survive. Stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them, lifeless thing that mocked them, and the heart that fed, and the heart that fed.
Actually, us.
Actual loot gremlins. that's literally me.
Once again. As the new shell,
I mean, it feels just like what it is, right? Like $1 trillion.
Like $1 trillion.
Sakaguchi Genetics sent a reminder. Your shell repayment is coming up and will be charged against your line of credit.
Yeah, I know. Do you mind if we skip the formalities this time? Got a big contract waiting down there, so.
Understood. Let's proceed with your grounding exercise. Are you familiar with this?
This is made. This looks like it was made by the Love Death Robots team. It was. This is literally the same studio.
My lucky charm.
This is the AI, by the way. And chat, I'll just tell you right now, they fuck. He can talk, I can talk now. But bro, the AI like legit are dangerous in this game.
Now, consider this. Do you recognize this child?
Who are you? I don't know.
It's you.
What? Really?
What's that you're always doing?
I can show my gameplay footage afterwards to show how the gunplay is, Jack.
I don't know, but I like it. It speaks to me.
Let me listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
You ever wonder what happened to these people?
It's not my business.
And this music is? You'll have a tough time finding a buyer.
Good. It's not for sale. Give it to me.
Yep. That's literally that character in a nutshell. A whole movie? Bro, this thing is 8 minutes long in total.
The most real part of this video.
Yeah. Just the AI just fucking your shit up.
Yep.
Yeah.
AI too good? No, trust. AI with actual AI, bro. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this.
And on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remain. Nothing beside remain. Round the decay of that colossal wreck. Round the decay of the boundless and bare. Boundless. The lone and level sand stretch far away.
Do you recognize this child?
I don't know.
Is that me?
Oh, I did
Oh
this
my
exact.
God, I need a movie, a TV show, everything right now.
no,
Now.
that shit is fire.
Give it to me
that
now.
That shit is fire.
Oh my God, I remember when we first watched this on the last day before we got like sent off, I guess.
But I remember Kaidi and I were so exhausted just because like we're not used to early mornings and stuff. And then as soon as this cinematic played, we like literally
I
stood
sat up
up
and I was locked in.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a cinematic masterpiece right there.
Dude, I woke up like way too early that day too. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, you're also like, yeah, you're 3 hours ahead normally. So for you, it was even worse.
Yeah. So when that came on, I was like, oh, shit. Okay. Oh my God. Also,
please disperse.
Please disperse.
Oh yeah, we're free.
Finally.
All right, I'm gonna go yap to my chat.
Yeah, same here. All right, guys.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
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 All right, chat. If you have any questions, by the way, I am completely free to answer most of them. By the way, I have my gameplay footage as well, so I can actually show gameplay footage as well. So let me double check that. Like, I'm not like yeah, I'm trying to show like the gameplay footage. Let's try to see like a human fight and the AI. Let me double check this. Is there a price? From what I heard, it's $40, and the reason why it has a price attached to the game is it's like a big thing for like cheaters, right? Because if the game is like free to play, because I asked the devs about this. I asked the devs a lot. I think me as like a creator, bro, I literally went to dinner with a lot of the devs so I could go like, bro, I was asking so many questions, so I know a lot about like the game and stuff like that. I don't think I can go in depth about the lore, and I think that's, I mean, it's something that I'm like, can I go in depth about it? But probably not. If I have to think about it, it's probably the answer. Like, my NDA is lifted now. Which game does this gunplay closely resemble? So, from a gameplay standpoint, this game, it has like that Bungie like Halo feel to it. Like when I was playing and using like, for example, like the sniper in this game, bro, it literally felt like, it kind of felt like, bro, it felt like the Halo 3, like the sniper, right? Like the gunplay like felt like very like that. Probably a little too much. I mean, it's their game. They decide the price. There will be like a lot of content released. They're gonna be like doing like a season, like kind of like similar to what if you know like a lot of extraction shooters, they do wipes and stuff, but they do it by season. And each and every season will introduce like something like huge and or large into the game. But here's some gunplay that I can kind of show. So these are like the AI in the game, and when I was speaking about the AI, I was saying the AI in this game are actually dangerous as fuck. Bro, my first encounter, like when I went to the AI, I literally, bro, I got knocked down to AI more than I got knocked down by actual players. We only got wiped maybe twice, and I only got knocked at least like 3 or 4 times. But that's from the players. When I was playing the AI, bro, I got knocked like, I don't even know how many times. When the AI, they do so much fucking damage. So this is a player right here. These are players right here. Obviously, we all just suck right now. But we're all, hey, this is a playtest setup, right? This is a playtest setup. So I may not be aiming my best, but yeah, so Kaide is playing Blackbird right now. Blackbird's ability is if you execute someone, you can basically ping them on the map of where they are. So we would always down someone for Kaide to like execute them, and then we can basically like, hey, that person was over there. It's like a ping. That was like something really, really cool, and the reason why like we didn't even know that Blackbird had that until we bro, I'm literally like trying to find my way around the game right now. I'll try to find like a spot in which it was like a player fight. I remember there was actually like a hefty fight near the end of our playtest. I just need to make sure I don't like leak anything. Here. But the thing about this game as well, like from an extraction shooter standpoint, there's always something to do. You always have an objective, or you're always fighting AI, or you're always fighting people. The maps felt like a good portion. Like it was dense enough where you weren't constantly getting third party, but at the same time, there was like constant fighting between teams. How long does a run take? So I think a run takes 30 minutes, I believe. That's roughly how much it took. I will show the end fight. The end fight was like a lot better. Oh, maybe we could show. No, I don't want to show the one where we got wiped by the team because we were trolling on the comms. We were trolling. Oh, oops! I just closed the tab. Sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to like show. Oh, this is the AI. Hold up. I found one with the AI. So this is a prime example of what the AI does to you, by the way. This right here, the AI will literally sprint at you in like groups. And bro, if you get close to them, they become prime Mike Tyson and give you the meanest right hook of all time. Bro, if they right hook you, your armor just goes away and you get gunned down like a dog. Bro, so many times I walked in and there's like different tiers of mobs, right? There's like different tiers of AI. Bro, they literally. So right here, I think it was Kaide that got down first. But you see like that's AI right there, and whose Doom Pancake has already lost all their shield. So right here, you can see the AI are literally taking our asses out right now. One of us got knocked. Doom is still like pretty down. Bro, they start like sucking your teammates to like drain their like HP and like execute them after the AI. Like, so if you go wander off from your team, you get knocked from AI, bro, they can execute you. Like the AI are actually dangerous in this game. And there's like, especially like there's a few different tasks where there's like, yeah, that's an AI. Some of the AI go invisible. Some of them have like bulletproof shields and they'll like go behind and like shoot behind the bullet. Bro, it is actually difficult to fight them at times, especially in there's moments where there's multiple elite AI in the same spot. Bro, they do so much damage. And they take a long time to kill. We have like fully modded weapons right here. I'm sure if you see like the gun right now, you can kind of see how it's very like, how I said it like kind of was like Halo-esque. But yeah, as like a gameplay standpoint, it felt like it kind of felt like extraction shooter, but like it was very like Apex-y. But if Apex, instead of it being projectile based aim, it was 6-hand. This is the one we got knocked, by the way. We got knocked by what is it called? Okay, so you'll see this fight. This one, I said this right here is the one that one of the ones that we actually like died at. And I will say we trolled. I remember we all took 1v1s and so 1v3s. So we're separated like this. And so my first teammate goes down, gets executed. My second teammate goes down, gets executed. And now I'm in a 1v3. And we have so much good shit on us. Bro, I was so sad after this. I was actually so sad when I lost all my shit. Let's see if I can skip up ahead. Oh, oops. Let's see if we can skip up ahead. I don't think I showed anything. I didn't. Here, I'm trying to like skip up ahead. Good thing that wasn't something else. Okay, wait. Here, I'll try to show it. Here, I'm trying to show where I was just at. I think that was when we got knocked down. Wait, hold on, bro. The Windows like navigation, isn't the NDA lifted now? It is lifted. I'm trying to find it right now. Sorry that I have to like I have to stop the screen show while I'm doing it because I don't want to like leak anything. There's like some stuff we're not allowed to show. I'll just show where I was at. Probably close whatever tab that was. That was just like my pictures. So right here, oh yeah, I had a gold shield. But as you can see, my team is like all down right here. I'm trying to snipe right here, bro. I won't lie, I'm some cheeks, bro. There's the shield coming in. I literally got run down by like a dog against this team, but it's because I'm in a 1v3 right now. I'm in a 1v3, bro. I put myself in the worst situation in this spot where I went into this room and they perfectly like pincered me where one person was on the one side of the room and the other person was on the other side of the room. But you can like, it's very like mobile, like what like movement and stuff. So that's why I said it's like very like Apex-y. Like you can hip fire, you can ADS and stuff. My character as well, I was playing, I have a slide. So my slide does like a super slide. So you'll see me try to do it right here, where I try to slide past. Unfortunately, I went down on this. But all I'm saying is, if I slid, got that kill, was able to get to safety and then shield up, but I was 1v3 in that, trust. 100%. But yeah, so that was when we got eliminated. And let me show like a time. I'll show like an end part because there was actually a really, really good fight that we had near the end of the game, or like near the end of the playtest. It was like an insane skirmish. Was it this one? Bro, let me try to find it. I'm trying to find it real quick. Here, I'm trying to find this this fight right here. I think it was right around this area. So how do you win? So basically the whole thing about an extraction shooter is you basically go in with like no loot, right? You go into the thing, like you go into a run, and then you is this after or before the big fight? I don't remember. But yeah, so you go into a run. This is like a scan thing, by the way. It scans like the whole area to see if there's any like AI or humans on you. But you go into a run, you don't really have like much, and your whole thing is like to build out your equipment. So it's kind of similar to like a battle royale where there's like different tiers of loot tier stuff. Basically, imagine your battle royale. You have the gear, you extract with it. Now you can bring that gear with you into the next playthrough. So it's like, it's kind of like how much you want to invest into the run. Sometimes you want to like stash your stuff, do like a run with like cheaper equipment. Maybe you want to go for a run, use your good gear, and take out people with better gear and then upgrade from there. So there was always something to do. There's always like these objectives on the map. You're always like fighting AI and stuff like that.
Reinforcements detected.
I'm trying to find the big fight. I'm trying to find it real quick. Will there be quests and progressions? Yes, there are like quests that you can do, like upgrade your character permanently or like for the season. So there's like a lot of materials you can go into like grab, for example, that you can't like buy necessarily. You have to like physically go into there and do runs to grab these certain materials to like permanently upgrade your character. Some of them will upgrade your character's agility. Some of them will upgrade your character's loot meter or loot speed, stuff like that. I think my team is getting messed up by players. I think this is when we were fighting players. Yeah, this is when we were fighting players. And I was trying out nades for the first time. By the way, this is a team of devs. Bro, I beamed one in the head. But they literally had to back off. I'm like 1 HP. No, I was crying in this playtest though. My ult on glitch, by the way, just literally enhances all physical like capabilities. So you just are faster in like every way possible. But this fight right here was a scrappy fight between like everyone. I didn't realize this was actually the last fight that we had. Oh wait, I wonder if they got. I don't remember if this is day 1 or day 2, but I got a really good 3K like spray transfer. They were all like pretty side by side though, but so that ability right there, it basically sends a shockwave that does damage and pushes people. So right here, I go up, take them out. So you can see you can hip fire a lot in this game. Quick little finish off. Oh. Yeah, there's a self-res. There's a self-res thing that you can get in this game. And I didn't really... I actually didn't have to use it too much. I only used it once. I only have to use the self-res once. Can't shoot while sliding? No. You can't shoot while sliding. There was aim assist on controllers, I will say. But I was talking to the devs about this. So as you can see, this is another team that's like jumping up on us. I almost go down. I'm like 1 HP. So right now I'm just healing up. But I'm just using like the not so great meds. I was trying to like econ as much as possible and not use like too expensive stuff. From what I remember, I went down in this room. Yeah, so right there, someone died. Got my kill right here. Is crossbow controller players? Yes. Oh yeah, I got hit by the toxin. So this toxin right here is just a dot damage. So this is one of the devs right here. Yep. And bro, I was bleeding from the toxin. I executed just in time and I went down. Literally, he had a self-res. If I didn't execute and that toxin did like one more tick of damage, I would have knocked down. I don't have a self-res, and he had a self-res. And yeah, it would have been bad. But yeah, this was one of like the more like fights I was like really scrappy. I'll try to find ones that were like pretty insane. Bro, when we were doing the first day, we had such better clips, I will say, than the second day. Like we were like, damn, I wonder if there was any footage that they could pull of day 1 for us to have, because we only recorded on day 2. Let's see. Okay, I went down on this one. That was a good fight then. Here, let's see. So I went down in this fight right here. Did you send any keys? Yes, I had 10 keys to give up. Are there ranks in anything? There is a ranked mode. I don't think it'll be in the playtest, but it is a ranked mode that is coming. So right here, I'm using my ulti to just like enhance my abilities. This gun I was using was like insane, by the way. So right there, I knocked down 2, and then I got knocked myself. But yeah, I was frying people. How fast do you find the gunfights in your opinion? It's not like instant like death, similar to like, it's not like instant death like attack shooter, like I would say like you know, Valorant or CS, like you'll like instantly die in the game, right? This game isn't really like that. You'll always like have a chance to like react in somewhat. Do runner abilities go on CD, or is it resource based? It's based on CD. So the abilities, like a lot of stuff did feel very like Apexy, but the abilities, like you can see my ult, bro. My ult's on a 145-second CD to just enhance my like the thing about the abilities is they actually felt like pretty impactful, but not in a way where they were like really broken. In my opinion, it was a good balance, like for me. Like Blackbird's ultimate is literally you press a button and it scans the whole area like a UAV multiple times, and so you're able to like gauge out if someone's like in. It's really good to use when you think there's someone in a building and you don't know where they are exactly, or it's good to use so these are the AI right here. This is when we were kitted out, by the way. So the difference between like, bro, look at how much damage we do right now. Oh wait, this is before I got the gold shield. So I think in this game I got the gold shield. That means we knocked out the team with it. Let's see when I got it, actually. Let's see when I got it. Oh yeah. So remember what I said about like how you can like upgrade your stuff permanently? There's like these skill trees that you can upgrade your stuff. I'm trying to show it real quick. Where is it at? I wish I organized it more properly. Okay, when did I get this gold shield? We'll find it, chat. We'll find it. So I'm still on that shield. I'm still on this shield. Let's see if I remember. It was a little bit ago. Oh, this is one of the AI things. Oh, wait, no. Is it? We just had a nade thrown at us. I think this is when I got the gold shield. So we were fighting a team with better loot than us. I kind of like got behind them, and I was like running with the AI because the AI were like locked on the enemies. Let's see if this is the fight I'm thinking of. Okay, I was like a dumbass right here, and I separated from my team, but I said, you know what? It's a playtest. Fuck it, we ball. Enhance my abilities, and I hear the AI shooting at the like the other players right here, and you can literally see because the AI are like so zoned in on what is it called? They're so zoned in on the enemies, bro. I was like running past the AI right here. You can see I'm like fighting with them. They had no clue I was right here. So this person right here was the person with the gold shield, and they were tanky. So I almost got put down. That's the ability that pushes people around. Yeah, I was on, bro. I'm at 1 HP. So right here, I'm just healing up. And it was only until later that I started actually using like the actual, what is it called? The actual utility. Because if you look on my, like on the bottom right, you can see I have a smoke. Oh, you can't see it. On the bottom, bro, both my cams block it. On the bottom right, I have like nades, and I didn't realize there's utility that you can use in the game. And a lot of people, like near the end of the playtest, especially just with playing against the devs, they were using the mollies, they were using the nades and stuff. But right here, this is like the first gold shield I got. And I'll just explain the quick inventory system real quick. So everything in this game, there's different parts, right? You have your utility, like your equipment right here on the left. Can't really see it because my cam's right there, but it's blocking all the smokes. But you have your equipment that you can use as like, you can have a nade, you can have like these like poison Molotov things that like do dot damage, like what was thrown at me previously. What else was there? There wasn't any flashbang or any concussions. There was shields. Shields are like, I mean, pretty basic, like to anyone that has played like a battle royale, you know it like a shield. But a lot of things in this game, like I'll tell you a bit what separates like a legendary piece of art, like a legendary piece of equipment versus like a standard piece of equipment. There's also these things in the game, like on the bottom left right here, they're called cores. Cores are things that enhance like they enhance stuff about your character. So implants and cores, they all enhance certain things about your character. So for an example, you can have an implant that like increases your agility. Bro, oh my god. Holy shit. I just did it again. All good. All good. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Bro, how did that even happen? I'm gonna remove this real quick. You're actually so dumb, bro. I'm very dumb. Where is it at? Bro, I don't even know how it's going to that. Delete the VOD? Nah, I think it's fine. Luck, no, that the address there is not my. I don't live in Canada anymore. Chillin'. I need to quickly. Let me double check this. Bro, you're chilling then? Yeah, I'm chilling. I haven't lived in Canada for like 4 years, bro. Oh, glad? Yeah. Good thing. Does your family though? No. Wait, is that better now? Okay, there we go. Bro, I can't believe. Wait, it's when I press spacebar or when I go like to the end of the video, the Windows thing like automatically goes to the last thing. You press the arrow key? I think I might have hit the arrow key when I hit the spacebar accidentally. Okay, what was I talking about? I was talking about like the loot and stuff, right? Yeah, so the way that like the loot works, so you have the different tiers for like the shields, the equipment. This shield in particular, it had like the special thing. So we saw like the things that we saw were like legendary shields, legendary backpacks. So for an example, like a legendary backpack when you had it on. So the backpack slot is right here. But when we did get a legendary backpack, the legendary attribute of the backpack was when you are looting, you turn invisible. And so like there's stuff like that completely alters the game. Like I said, the stamina system is called heat in this game, and heat is basically anything like double jump, sliding, sprinting, all that type of stuff. You can increase that with the cores, but like everything, like you can basically change the character to like how you want your playstyle to fit. So if you wanted like a really fast build, you could run like as much agility as possible. But if you do that, then what is it called? Your heat meter, like your like, or like I don't know the specifics on like certain stuff, but you basically like will spec around where like if you want higher agility, that means like you might be like squishier or something like that. You'd probably like have like less shield. Or there's like these attachments on guns, and just like the guns, there's actually legendary attachments as well that like completely change the gun. For an example, there's ballistic weapons and energy weapons in the game. Energy weapons are better against shields. Ballistic weapons are better against people with no armor. Now the railgun is like a thing where you charge up, and you basically charge it up, and once it's charged to 100%, then you shoot it and it'll do like a ton of damage. What an idea of like what a legendary attachment can do for a gun is it can completely change a gun in like such a crazy way. So if you get like the legendary attachment for the railgun, for example, it'll be like, oh, okay, so you can charge up to 100, but once you go 100, you can charge even further. to go to 200%, and then it'll shoot 2 shots of the gun instead of 1 shot. So like that stuff is like really, really insane. Unfortunately, like because like the obviously there's like a whole like economy system with like all the loot. You don't want like all the loot to just be legendary. Like you want it to be like kind of like balanced around. Down, that sounds broken as fuck. I didn't see it personally myself. I only heard about it that someone else got, and so I was like, damn, that's pretty broken. But yeah, feel free to ask any other questions, by the way, because I'll nerd out for like however long. Appreciate the subs, by the way, everyone. Thank you so much. What were the specs of the computers you used in the play? I don't know. I don't care. They were good enough for the playtest. I mean, is that my FPS at the top right? I think I had an FPS counter. That was my FPS counter. Do you know the tick rate? I have no clue. You overheat if you run for too long, right? Yes. So if anyone's familiar with like I'll say like Rumble from League of Legends. Rumble has like a heat meter, and then when Rumble runs out of heat, or like when his heat meter reaches the top, you basically have to wait for your character to cool down, and in that duration you can't do any more double jumps, you can't do any more slides, you can't sprint anymore. But there was, I think with energy weapons as well, when you shoot people with them, it actually builds up their heat meter. I didn't use any energy weapons. I was just using the ballistics because during this playtest, the bully was insane. Like, it's definitely, 100% this gun is getting nerfed. But that gun is insane. So that's why. It's basically like a futuristic Tarkov. It's an extraction shooter like Tarkov, but one of the issues I had when I was jumping into Tarkov versus this game is Tarkov is like really, really like in depth and like hardcore. This game, I think, balances like a good portion of the hardcore with like an arcadey feel. I really am a big fan of like arcadey feeling games because I don't like bush camping fucking noobs that just like hide in rooms and stuff like that. Like this game actually like it feels very arcadey. You can jump around. That's why I said like it feels like Apex in a way where you can slide around corners. You can like use your movement and your abilities to outplay other people. There's a lot of cool stuff like that. Like what I said with the ability of Glitch that I was playing is Glitch. You basically could throw like the pulse and push people out of cover. So if someone was hiding behind cover and you knew they were shielding up or something, I could use my ability to hit like the right side of it, which would push them out of to the left side, and I can gun them down. I wish I had like these like timestamps or like examples I could show. But yeah, so like how's it CTK? This game is very like I would say it's more tracking based because it's very like it feels like a Bungie game. Like at the end of the day, it feels very like Bungie. I want to show you after we got knocked. By the way, there was a crazy fight. I need to not touch my keyboard. There was a crazy fight. Where was it? So after this fight right here, I had the gold shield, and then we lost in the gold shield thing. This is the one where I lost the gold shield. We instantly went to the next run, and you'll see how hard it is to actually like kill the AI. But the AI do not mess around, especially when you're like low geared. So this is a fresh like startup, like a fresh kit. So there's like these like sponsor kits you can run in with, which is like a preloaded kit that is very, very simple, not too good. But it's just like the basic. So you can see like the AI, I think I actually went down right here to the AI, but they actually do a ton of damage, and especially the commanders. This one is not a commander. This one's not a commander. That one's like, what is it called? I definitely got knocked to a commander in here. I remember getting knocked to AI down here. I do remember that. Where was it at though? Or maybe I got jumped from the top. Bro, it's so hard to remember exactly what happened because we did this playtest like at the beginning of April or something like that. This is one of the puzzles, by the way. The puzzles in the game, like how I said there's objectives, is there's like this thing, like a terminal where you have to find like this number and you have to link it with another terminal that's like around in the area they're in. And then after doing that, it will spawn like a drop, but everyone will know, like they'll hear the drop coming, and so they can camp the drop, or you can like basically wait until someone like goes to loot it and you can ambush them. So right here, these are like the terminals like I was talking about. I'm trying to find when we were... It was like right after we lost our gear, bro. Oh, it was up here. Yes.
Recall window will remain stable
So yeah.
for 20 minutes.
So my equipment right here was not so good. From what I remember, the AI, it took me so long to kill him with this weapon. Where are they at? That's an elite right there. The purple one. Yeah, bro, look how many bullets I had to sink into this motherfucker. And like if I had just run at them, I take a lot of damage. Like if you're not in cover, you will take a lot of damage from AI, trust. Like that's one thing that actually surprised me the most. But bro, how I was literally mag dumping on this dude. These guys are tanky as fuck, and I'm almost like dead because I decided not to like I decided to run out of cover against them.
Man, ready.
What game is this? This is called what is it called? It's called Marathon. It's Bungie's new game. Is a tanky agent as well? Like, are you talking about the AI or are you talking about like the actual players itself? Like what runners you can use? In ranked, will everyone start with basic loot? I don't know the specifics of it. I'm assuming it's just like an elo system. Like if you extract and like I'm not too sure how it works. But I'll just play it. I wish I could see an actual match so I could get perspectives of pacing on the game. Yeah, I think the pacing will be better when the game is like, because this is a closed alpha test. It's not even in beta test yet, so it's really like what is it called? Especially like some of the players, I won't lie, like I said, I was getting more damage and or knocked down more to AI than I was to players. There was only two times I died to we died to a team, and one of them was like troll as fuck. The first one was on day 1 on my first game. But yeah, our team was definitely stacked, but like we were just like skill diffing a lot of teams. But a nice thing that I liked about this game, and the AI seems strong as fuck. They are. The one thing I do like about this game is there's always outplay potential. Like one thing I did notice when I played Tarkov as well is you could just gear diff someone. Like if someone has way better gear than you, bro, you are Thanos, and to like they are Thanos, and to them you are like a little ant. Like you could sit there shooting at them for like a whole minute and they just won't die. Whereas in this game, like you can definitely outplay people that have better gear than you, and that was one thing that I did like, and hence like the arcadey feeling. It always felt like if you were mechanically better than someone, you could kind of like be on equal like terms of like someone else that is like more geared than you. Is it possible to bunny hop? No, you can't bunny hop. What's your favorite runner? My favorite runner is Glitch. The Glitch is the one I'm playing right now. So right here, the AI will constantly spawn like these drop ships that will like drop in their AI. And the AI are like pretty annoying to deal with because they do a lot of damage for one. But another thing is people can hear you fighting the AI. But yeah, they're tanky. And they throw nades. Is there a scav system or something similar? There is no scav system. I asked about that, and no, there won't be. Everyone has the same base health, right? Yes, everyone has the same base health. I don't remember if the base health was upgradable. It might have been. So this is one of the drop ships that got dropped for us, and you like shoot it down the ship, and then you have to like activate it. Oh no, this is a different one. Yeah, I was messing around a lot. Are there ammo penetration levels? From my experience, there was ammo types, but there wasn't ammo rarities. So there wasn't like legendary ammo. It was just all like gray ammo. How many teams per instance? So you have 3 people per team, and I think on the map it was like 18 teams. I want to see if I like open up the map right now, you can see the objectives and stuff. Appreciate all the subs, below, everyone. Yeah, I think this map was 18 teams. This map was like the map that had like a crazy amount of action.
Time to move.
Is it like Tarkov where people extract the maps empty, or is it like Cycle Frontier where people can enter and leave the map consistently? Once you extract, you can't go back into the same instance. If that's what you're asking. 6 teams, 18 players you mean? Oh yeah, 18 players, 6 teams. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Oh wait, I think this is the one where I might have spray transferred someone in here. Oh, I did. Okay, this is the... But they were all like grouped up right here. So right here, I go to 1 HP, I mess up my movement, and then I get knocked right here. Oh, this is the thing. Okay. So right now, I'm running a gray shield, and I'm running a gray bully, which the bully is insane. Especially at like close range, like what it's intended to do. It will shred people. But right here, bro, this is straight aura moment. I literally just went into the room and just wiped all 3 with 1 clip. Like, this gun is insane. I missed my nade and I blew up my teammate and myself. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Hey, sometimes you whiff, all good. And I threw a nade at Kaide. And Kaide goes down. Yeah, so Kaide, if you're wondering what happened, I ran through the toxin right here. Bro, I was just hip firing. I was like, fuck it, we ball. I think I downed all 3 right here. I really took all of them out. That's how I went down? Yeah, bro, I threw a nade at you accidentally. I didn't mean to. Damn, they got folded. They did.
Yo, are you still talking about
Yeah.
the game and whatnot? Yeah, so.
You didn't even say anything? Because, Kaide, I didn't say anything because I was... you just don't understand. You just don't understand.
My chat was asking about the M&K and controller balance.
Oh, yeah. Okay. By the way, this was...
I said that I was going to maybe defer to you. I wasn't going to be the controller person, but I said that it gets reticle friction.
The controller?
No, the M&K gets reticle friction, or like the aim assist.
Yes. Yeah, I was going to talk about that. Okay, so there is crossplay. Yes, chat. And the thing is, this was controversial in my opinion, and I told them that they had to lessen it. But you know how on mouse and keyboard, right? Because this is a tracking-based game, right? If you play a controller on a lot of like Apex, or you play like a lot of these tracking-based games, you always benefit from using controller. Like for example, when I played Halo, and I went to ranked, like when it was like the Halo, what's it called? When it was like the Halo, it was the one that was released on Steam on PC, and it was like very like tracking based, right? So like controllers would just dominate no matter what. There was in the playtest, and this is probably subject to change because I told them that it was like too OP, because if you have someone like me that was not Infinite, it was the other one that came out where it was like the older Halos ported to PC. I think it was, I was playing like Halo Reach or Halo 3 or something. I don't remember. But this was like a like I had opinions about this, and there was aim assist on mouse and keyboard as well. And it was so mouse and keyboard players could compete against controller players in tracking. I will say it felt too much in this playtest, because once I got my crosshair on someone, because I already know how to track, it was like I actually had a hard time getting off of someone. I had to like instinctively think to myself, I was like, damn, like this is like really stuck onto this person. I'm gonna flick off a little bit. So they're gonna tune it down. Like almost 100% they're gonna tune it down. I do think it might be okay to have a little tiny bit of aim assist to help mouse and keyboard players track like how a console player can track. So I don't think it's going to be as much as what it is. But the one, not get rid of it, please. I had, trust me, chat, because they told, like, into the playtest, they told us that they wanted they wanted feedback, they wanted criticism as harsh as it may be. And one thing I said, I personally was like really highly against mouse and keyboard having aim assist, because the way I think about it, right? You spec differently, right? If you're using mouse and keyboard, you have like really fast flicky movement. You can have way better like movement. You can have way better, like if someone shoots you from behind, you can instantly move your hand as fast as humanly possible, turn around and instantly start beating them back. On console, that is not the same, right? You're gonna have to slowly turn. You can't move like a mouse and keyboard player can. So that was one thing that I said, like, hey, for a mouse and keyboard player, like, I understand that because in a lot of these other games that the controllers just dominate, right? So I think it is fine to have like some assisted tracking aim on mouse and keyboard, but like when I mean some, I mean like literally like the tiniest bit, because at that point you don't want like mouse and keyboards to just completely dominate. On a tracking heavy game, I can understand giving aim assist for a mouse and keyboard. Yes. In this playtest though, I will say it felt too much in my opinion. One thing that console players had that mouse and keyboard players don't have is console players have bullet magnetism, whereas mouse and keyboard players don't have bullet magnetism. So then that like is another aspect of like the aim assist thing. Like a mouse and keyboard player they actually have to be on the target, whereas a console player can like have some room where like the bullets will like kind of like gravitate towards the enemy. But I did talk about like this a lot. And as you see as well, like with the crosshair and stuff, it's very like basic crosshairs. I was like, hey, like people like customizing the crosshair, especially when they like knowing the game and stuff. But yeah, this is an early closed alpha gameplay footage of the game itself, chat. So that's why like everything is subject to change. Apparently the alpha from previous like the previous test that I wasn't a part of was apparently way different than what this one is. So I'm assuming when the game actually comes out, it's going to be a lot different than what you're going to see here now. This is obviously just like early gameplay footage to kind of like get an idea of like how the game works, get to learn like the world a little bit. Recap on what game mode this is. This is it's extraction. So you go in, like I said, with loot. Maybe I could show you like us extracting. Go near the end timer. Oh yeah, so this is a fight right here. This is a better fight with people. So right here I'm using the sniper, but the sniper is so strong. Oh, this was a fight where like I was just dominating people. Oh wait, I think this is an instance where I pushed someone out of cover. So right here, I'm brain dead, but like I say fuck it, I pop my ult and I just run at people. So as you can see, like it's very like Apex-y with like the slide and stuff. My character does like a boosted slide, so it's a lot different than other characters, but it has like that extra like mobility right here.
Yo, Tyson, was the repeater a 2-tap?
It depends on their armor. I think against like lower armors it was a 2-tap to the head. I think against heavier armors it was like 3-tap, I believe.
Okay. Sick. Yeah, my chat was wondering about like the TTK, and I don't really know the measurement for that, but I know like the Magnum was similar, where like it was a 2-tap.
Yeah.
Against like mid-low armor, and then well, I don't know, like the bully
it was
felt
insane.
like what?
The bully's gonna get nerfed though. That gun was really good.
Yeah, that was like.
Oh yeah, so
like, hands down the best gun in the game.
So you can see how these influence. Like there's also like passive
but
health
the
regen.
TTK on it was like, I don't know, like it felt like I don't know, between like 6 and 8 shots, depending on like maybe headshots. Is that right?
Yeah, the TTK like it felt like I had to track, but it wasn't like instantaneous.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in this playtest though, I was definitely wiping a lot of people. I think it would be pretty fun to like play against people that are like really good. Is that Drewski? Yes, it is. He was basically teaching us how to play because he did play previous tests, and he's from Destiny. Show you extracting? Yeah, I'll show how the extraction works. Bro, I almost just pressed the fucking arrow key. So we got a bunch of loot here. Let's see. We went around. Oh, this is extraction. So the way the extraction works is you have to hit this pillar, and then you have to go onto the pillar, stand on it. Now, one thing that I wanted to do really bad, but I didn't get the opportunity to because it's very like niche. But my character has a thing where like if I throw a nade at someone, like I throw my ability at someone, it pushes them really far away. So my theory was like, hey, what if we waited for a team to extract, wait for them to get on the thing, and then I throw...
Are you uploading your gameplay by any chance?
I'm just showing it on stream.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
sick.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I was gonna throw the push thing on the pillar when people were about to extract, so they'd get off of it and they'd be stuck in the world. That was big brain what I was trying to do. But this is how the extraction works. You get onto the pillar and then you extract, and then it's like basically we'll show you like a summary of everything. Oh, one thing as well that I gave as like feedback, it was I kind of wanted to see like an after report of like how many people I killed or like how much personal damage I did to people. How much did you enjoy the game personally? I enjoyed it a lot. I was actually like really addicted because it was like it felt like a constant like there was always like constant like climbing or constant like falling and then climbing back. Like I was never an extraction shooter player myself, but I actually understand why people like the genre now. I think it took this game in particular to show me what an extraction shooter can be. Can I ask you a question about this game truthfully? Yeah, go for it. I'll talk about it like bit longer. How far did you get with the cores and implants? Did you get any runner specific ones that heavy affect your runner, or how did they feel? I actually, unfortunately, I didn't get any legendary cores or implants, but a lot of the implants I got were like based on agility and like self repair. That's a yeah. So there's a thing called self repair, which basically passively you'll regain you regain your shield and health over time. There was a lot of implants and cores that like helped with that. I have to see, like, I'm trying to see if I'll put my mouse over it, bro. I should have done it to like show what it kind of looks like. How can players get the alpha key? There should be a panel down below on Twitch that you can click for what is it called? There's a panel that you can click to what's a word? Okay, wait. I'll get off the gameplay footage right now though, but any vehicles you can use. There wasn't any vehicles on this, but like I said, with different seasons, they might add different stuff. So they might add vehicles. There was, I don't know if I can talk about one thing, but like, okay, we played one map. There's gonna be, I won't say it because I don't know what I can say. But I did playtest 2 maps. The one that you saw was Dire Marsh, which is definitely my favorite. But the other legendary map that like I heard about, Word Around the Street, it sounded really, really fun. It sounded really, really fun. And I'm personally a big fan of close quarter stuff more than long range stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Like I like the action and stuff. Leak it, they can't stop us. Nah, easy lawsuit can. Do you pick the maps you play? Yes, you can pick what map you play. You don't queue into random maps. You choose what map you want to play. So if you do like one map more than the other, you can just play it over and over if you want, or if you want.
I know we kind of
diversity,
mentioned it
you can go back
earlier,
and
but what
forth.
do you think about like not having a restriction on like the runners, like unique runners, right? Because like we could technically queue like triple Blackbird.
Yeah. I honestly think it's better if they have it in a way where it's not unique. Because, for an example, if like let's say someone wants a solo queue, you don't want to get pushed off a character that you like playing. Like kind of like in Apex, like someone can just lock your character before you, and then you're stuck like having to fill something you don't want to play. I think it's better that way to have like it where people can have multiple of the same runners in the same team. I don't really think it's better than having like a more fleshed out like actual proper team composition. Like if someone ran like 3 Blackbirds, like it would be good for info, but I think they'll get shafted if they like play against an actual proper team comp.
I agree. I tend to agree. I feel like there's a bit
Squad
of
to
like
3
a
rate?
fear
Yes.
that I have about like how they're gonna balance that, but I think that largely like like I don't know. I felt like, for example, like what we were running.
Did you hear anything about the wipes? Like
Being
Freezing for
more
Tarkov?
well-rounded
The wipes will happen
felt
season based, where
probably
each
more
season will be
beneficial
like
in the long
something
run.
new added to the game, and like it'll spice it up. How many runners total in one map run? The one that we were playing was 18 runners in total, so 6 teams. How does the loot go into the next match works? Do you just choose what you want from your previous extraction? Yeah. So basically, if you extract with loot, right, you can go into your next one, and let's say I had a rifle, and I had a shotgun, and I had like this. Let's say I had a backpack. No, what could I say? Let's say I had another gun in my inventory. I could be like, hey, in this next one, I want to basically stash away 2 guns and bring in the one gun I just extracted with to go into the next run. So like, if you go in with higher gear, it'll make your life easier for like taking out better geared players and then stealing their stuff. But if you go in with low gear, like if someone with higher gear and better skill than you, they'll probably just mop you. But like I said, you don't just gear diff people in this game. It was very like, if you have a gray shield, you still have a chance to kill someone that has a legendary shield. That's if you're way better than them individually, which is something I'm a big fan of. I always like games that have like skill expression within them. Are the maps big in your opinion? I think they're large enough. Yes. Is there open mic to other teams? That was another question that we asked about, and there is no open mic when we played. There was mixed opinions around a lot of creators, because on one side, open mic is really what is it called? The open mic is very like, it's a scary thing, right? It can be either really funny or really like, it could create some awesome moments where stuff like that happens. But at the same time, open mic has some other like toxic stuff. Like, for an example, someone can go into a game with a streamer, say some crazy shit, or you can go into like a run and you can communicate with the other team. Like, you could be like a team of 3. Like, this is my issue with open mic is like, let's say you're a team of 3 and there's someone in a building, right? And you're like, hey, let's team up. And now if you do team up successfully, then you'll start 6v3ing people. And then that's pretty broken. And that would not be okay. So that's why I was against open mics. But I do see the benefits. I see the benefit and like the pros and cons of both. Is it rounds? No. So if once you extract from a thing, you'll get pulled out of that server, that instance, and then you'll go into the next one. And it's not guaranteed that you'll play against the same players. If you extract at the same time as someone else, you queue up at the same time, you might end up in the same game, but there's a high chance you're gonna end up in a different game. So do new teams deploy as you play the game? No. Everyone deploys in the game, and there's no like mid-game deployments. So once everyone's in, once you get out, that's the end of the session. So if you do end up killing, like I said, there's 6 teams in the game. If you end up killing all 5 teams, you're going to have the rest of the map for yourself to like loot around, grab your stuff to go into the next run. It's like Tarkov, yes. But yeah, it was really fun. Thank you, Nightyview. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the subs, by the way. Thank you so much. Is there a difficulty difference per map, as certain maps will have harder AI conditions but better loot? I don't know how much I can talk about it, but from what I heard, there is harder maps. Proximity chat is usually toggleable. Why would they not add it? Like I said, I think it just allows people to team up, and it also is not so TOS friendly for streamers. Can you customize your running, like change your helmets, colors? Do you have to stick with the OG skin? In the playtest that we were in, there was no thing of that, but they were saying that there was cosmetics in the game that you can earn through just playing the game without having to like spend anything. That's what I don't know if I can say that either, but I did. So you can just customize your character through playing the game, and that's something I really like. But it makes sense, like if the game is not free to play, then other aspects of the game being in like a free form is really cool. Like being able to do that, because I'm a big person for like customization. I like having my own personal feel and stuff. So everything will reset with seasonal wipes. Yes. What is the game called? I just joined. It's called Marathon. By the way, what time is the match? Chat. What time is the match? Is it oh, it's at 2 p.m. But we got Furia versus Cloud9 and Sen versus Loud. Are there no real player scabs? No, there is not. There is no real player scabs. What's the end goal progression to the game? Like, is there a base to build? So basically, there's like quests you want to fill out during the season. So for an example, let's say there's this quest and it's like, go to this part of the map, activate like this thing, and you'll like get that quest that way. Or there'll be like a thing where you will be like, oh, in order to upgrade my character to be like even better than before, I'll need to find 12 of this item, 5 of this item, and 1 of this item. And you have to go bring it out, extract with it, and then you can go into like the progression tree and then use those materials to upgrade your character permanently for the season. So, like I said, you can upgrade the stuff that I saw. It also you can upgrade stuff like shops. So, if you upgrade enough, you can get better gear to buy. Like I think you can buy up to purple gear with enough upgrades. I believe so. Don't quote me on that. There was other stuff. You can upgrade your loot speed. You can upgrade your agility. You can upgrade your heat capacity, which is basically like your character's stamina. What else? What other stuff could you upgrade? I'm trying to remember, but like everything was like upgradable in your character. So it did feel like it had that like RPG aspect to it, where like it felt like even if you lost in a run, or like it felt like you could keep improving your character just outside of your gear itself and more through like the quests and the progression system, which is really cool. And I do think it's like pretty rewarding. Like if someone plays the game a lot and they run like the standard gear, like someone that just jumped into the game, you're gonna have like better stats than the other person because you just played like a decent bit. It did feel like similar to Delta Force in a way. Like I also did enjoy playing Delta Force as well. And the reason being, like it's more arcadey. I like extraction shooters, but I like it in an arcadey way and not in a way where like my opinion of Tarkov is it's very like too realistic in a way. Like you don't take limb damage. Like I think in Tarkov, your legs can break and you can't move or something. Like in this game, you just have your shield, you have your HP, and there is like limb tagging and stuff. So I think you do slow down after you get hit by someone, but your heat should also build up when you get hit by someone. But I think it's with energy weapons only. I'm not sure if it's with ballistics as well. Is the game marathon revealed yet or not? It just got revealed just now. Okay, I didn't get an answer back about the codes, by the way. So we're chilling. Appreciate all the subs, by the way. Thank you, Satan. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna head out now. See you. I don't know if
yeah, man, take it easy.
I don't know if he's in the Discord call. Okay, let's play. Should I go to some Valorant right now? Yeah, I was only supposed to show like 20 minutes, but I think I showed more. Yeah, feel free to just ask me like anything else if you want. I'll be up for like answering like most things. If you have like any like questions about the game, I'm actually really excited for it. Do you think esports will exist in this game? I don't really see it being an esports game. I think it's like more of like a fun game that you can like. Especially with crossplay, I definitely think the game is going to be super popular on consoles, like really popular. And I feel like it has like the perfect amount of like risk and reward feeling to it. It will be a fun game to stream though. I know for a fact it's gonna be a fun game to stream. Thank you, Eliz, for the 2 months. Appreciate it. And thank you, Garcia, for the 14. I'm Kuna. Thank you for the 7. KV Dopil, thank you for the tier 1. SG Luffy, appreciate it. Overall review, how much % do you think that you're going to play? I have a feeling it'd be a main game for streamers. Honestly, if it was released right now in its current state, I would pick that over Valorant Ranked 10 out of 10 times at the moment.